Welcome to the Backlog Chronicles.
We are a podcast that challenges fanboy beliefs
and takes a pragmatic approach to all things gaming.
We strive to create a community for self-thinking fellow gamers.
A community where logical conversation can take place.
And a drive to further one's knowledge of gaming can be sparked.
Take a seat.
Show's about to begin.
I love that intro.
My man.
Cool.
That's a good
bad.
start, bro. I love it.
Pumps me up.
All right.
We're working on another one. You know, it's like it's a little bit, classical.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, we wanted to go initially for
Thank you.
that.
Thank you, 3-bit.
Man, epic. We were going epic. We're like,
It feels anticlimactic to be
let's do
sitting
epic.
after that. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
should be
like the
running
intro
or-
and then
yeah.
Standing O. Standing O.
Standing
Oh,
up, so
yeah.
running into the room.
oh yeah.
we
Fucking
should
started
run
out
into
the show
room.
about the intro. My man. What's up, guys? How is everybody
Hello.
doing?
Hello.
Happy Sunday. TBC episode 60. Thank you for being with us. My name is Mo, Dr. Mo Mokalma. We got a first-time guest once again this week. My man, Mr. 3-bit from
How's it going?
the VGA. Wait, what is it? VGHD.
Yeah.
The VG. Right? Yeah, I think we
Oh,
have.
yeah.
We. Oh yeah.
I've-
VGHD. Well, no, your username is the VGHD, but your YouTube page is the Video Games HD. YouTube.com/the Video Games HD. Please visit. What's up, my man? Thanks for being with us, dude. I know you were on vacation and shit. Honestly, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I just came back from Alabama and I was on a boat and swimming and jumping on rocks and whatnot. I'm on it. We literally played that on the boat. It was
Of
hilarious.
course you did. You
Well,
have
you
to.
have to. You have to. Right?
Why
Yeah,
not,
glad
man?
to be here. I've been watching the show, and I know some of you guys have been playing a little bit with Jordan.
Yeah.
And I'm very competitive. Whenever I see Jordan on the screen, I'm like, oh shoot. I'm a Halo. I'm competitive, right? So
Yeah.
Jordan is good. So
Thank you.
Well, there's
to be
gonna be a lot of competition when Halo comes out. So
yeah,
better get used to our voices, my man, because this fall,
Yeah, Jordan has
this
classes.
fall.
Signing up for classes how to teach to be good, to get
See you
good.
in the tournament, right?
See you in
yeah.
the tournament. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have classes.
Are you signing up for the tournament?
I'm
That was
waiting.
like
I'm waiting to see what the schedule is going to be because my work schedule is always varying. But if I can make it work, it's going down.
Okay. Maybe I have to sign up too. Good.
All right. Well, yeah. So, yeah. Thanks, Mario. Thanks for being with us, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Your
good to
cute
be
ass dimples, bro. My fucking man.
Yeah,
I got
that's
him
true,
too,
that's
man.
true.
Yep.
I got it.
Simple squad.
All right, let me go around. My fucking son, Kevin. How you doing,
Yo.
baby?
Good, baby. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. I'm good.
Chilling, man. It's been a slow week, but
Yeah.
well,
You ain't-
we'll drag out some topics. We'll
lying,
flesh
bro.
some stuff out. So I'm excited to talk about Back for Blood and some of the games that are coming out. So happy to be here. Always nice. It's been teasing rain all day. We haven't had rain in my area in probably like a month and a half. Everything's just brown. So I'm really hoping that it rains. But,
Do you have grass?
yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, that's right, man. What's wrong with it? Yeah,
It's
you keep
half
fucking-
burned.
Yeah, you keep
I know,
bitching
I
about
know.
freaking mowing your lawn. I keep forgetting about that shit.
Yeah, I didn't mow today, so yeah, I'm being lazy.
You didn't
But,
mow today.
Yeah. I got
All right,
enough
well.
mow today.
That's good shit, man. Good to have you. And then look at him, man. He's look. He's trying to make an
Oh,
entrance
shit.
right there. Motherfucking son. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, how
Hey
are
there.
you? Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
guys.
baby?
Not much, man. We were talking off camera before I came in, but I had to like rush my ass out of work. It's always that, just like we spoke. There's always that last minute rush of people that want to come in just before you close, but that's the sword we fall on working in healthcare.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I've had kind of a slow week, just like the news has been for us all. Played a handful of some games, but very low key. Very low key. I'm excited that we got 3-bit here, though. We've been working on this for I think the past like 2.5 weeks or so, but we're finally made it happen.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, let's go. It's nice to see everybody in chat though. Dash, Jesus Ninja, Angela.
Jesus, Ninja, Andra, everybody, lady.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, look, Machine Gun Mike. What are you doing in there, bro?
Yo, nothing much.
Trying to fucking confuse me, man. It's too early right
See-
now, man. You know?
So you guys are saying it's a little slow, a little bit, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like I am like as a Marvel
Mike.
and a movie fan and a DC fan, it is quite the opposite. Just been prepping for the new kid, and which is going pretty well actually. But yeah, on the other end, man, I'm just like sucking up all that superhero news. They're dropping some good shit. Like it kind of feels like before the pandemic, and you're getting these like movie hits, you know, like because you want to talk about like, oh, I don't want to get spoiled or something like that, but dude, I am all about the behind the scenes like photos and shit like that. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I don't need to see that anymore. But they are dropping so much stuff, man, that I mean, have you seen the Let There Be Carnage trailer? Anybody? You
I have
guys?
no idea what that is.
Yeah, I
Okay,
see.
it's
The new,
Venom 2.
Venom movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no,
okay.
well, I haven't seen it. But
Have
yes,
you
I know
guys
what that is.
seen Suicide Squad? Kevin, I know you have.
Yes.
I still haven't
Did
seen
you
waiting
see
to.
it? Dude,
waiting to
it
see it.
is. Things are happening in the superhero world. I'm loving it.
love it.
Makes me it puts me in a good mood, so I like it. How about you, Mo?
That's
What
awesome,
you been
Mike.
up to, baby?
I love it, man. Look at you, bro. You fucking perked up.
I love that shit. I love that
superheroes,
shit.
man.
Man, that could be a whole thing.
Yeah,
I'm
I
good,
love
man.
superhero stuff.
You too.
I-
Yes.
Okay,
Oh yeah. Yeah. You guys will get.
I just
you're
didn't
getting along
want to
really
do
well. You're gonna
HBO
get
Max.
along really well.
Yeah.
What the fuck was it? Oh yeah, I'm good, man. Again, slow news week, really slow news week. Not much happening on my end either. I went a few days without playing anything. Honestly, bro, like it's gonna keep getting old saying this, but yeah, after like after the Halo Infinite tech preview, my enthusiasm. We're gonna get into like a lot of games that are coming out in August and why we're excited and what we're excited for. But at the same time, like my enthusiasm for everything just kind of like, you know, it kind of like dropped. So I got back into Splinter Cell again, and Split Date,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
I don't
Remember
know
that
what
game.
else, but yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, man, outside of that, nothing much. I did get a new mic, so if anybody gets offended by me swearing,
Yes! Hell yeah!
Nice.
Hey, hey, Mo, will you kind of give me
beautiful.
some breakdown on your mic and stuff? Like, I don't know anything,
um.
and it looks really good. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not-
give me
I'm-
a breakdown. Give me the name, the serial number.
Oh, I don't know about that, bro. It's a Rode
gotta-
Pod mic. It's a XLR. It's a dynamic XLR mic.
Sounds good.
It looks
I got a
sexy.
freaking cord back here.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah.
temporary setup right now. I got a desktop stand, and then I got the Go XLR Mini. It's a USB audio interface. It's like a 2-in-1 thing. This way I won't need like an external amp because the dynamic mics, this one and the Shure SM7B, they're very power hungry, so they require a lot of gain. And the regular USB audio interfaces, most of them won't provide enough power to them, so you need like a cloud lifter, some type of cloud lifter. It's an external amp, but this one has just everything built in together, so
Sweet.
I kind of treated myself this week. But yeah,
Sounding good, dude.
oh yeah,
Sounds really good.
I'm gonna abuse the thing of the shit out of this, bro.
I love it. I love it.
That is so funny,
Yeah.
man.
All right, let's go around, man. So, Kevin, what have you? Or actually, no. Let me start with Mario, man. Let me start with my guest,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. Do
Guest.
it.
Mario,
whatever.
what you been playing, bro? What you been
See.
doing? I know you were on
Um,
vacation though, so outside of your vacation, or you can talk about your vacation too, man. Hey, it doesn't
Yeah, man.
talk to
Listen,
me.
Yeah.
I know you're on a
Um,
boat and shit.
I'm on a boat. Yeah,
I'm on
it
a
was fun.
boat.
It was really fun. Yeah. So basically, I've been playing DMC. I've been like trying to do that one and the collection, the HD collection, for just to see how it is. Okay, let me say something. When I watched a couple of movies, like, you know, when you're a kid, you love a movie, right? And then you watch it when you're an adult, and it kind of sucks. That's kind of
Batman and Robin,
like that nostalgic trip and stuff like that. So I've been going on just this movie trip of movies I watched when I was a kid, and then I would rewatch it now, and some of them suck now, and it's really disappointing. Like I watched James and the Giant Peach. I love that movie. Okay, listen, I love that movie.
I was gonna say, you chose
bro,
violence.
You're trekking
You chose
into
violence, bro.
I know.
Man. What's going on, bro?
Okay.
What happened?
Hey,
What happened?
I'm just
What
saying,
happened?
it wasn't the same.
Okay.
I mean, you started this conversation. You got to finish it, man.
I know,
What
I
happened here?
know. But yeah, I just been watching old movies like Major Payne. I watched. That was
My name is Major Benson Winifred Payne.
Let me see that pinky. Let me see that pinky.
Yeah, dude, that movie's still hilarious. And
Yes, it is.
what else? Yeah, I just been playing, trying to fill that void from Halo Infinite, right? And it was so funny when Halo Infinite was over, everyone had like that dramatic rain post where people are just like staring out the window, like goodbye sort of thing. But yeah, it's gonna be a really good fall for Halo. November 15th. It has to be November 15th. Like, come on.
I'm hopeful.
Yeah,
You're going with the November 15th thing too, huh?
Yeah. Okay. It has to be in November. I'm thinking because we actually interviewed Steve Downs on 4GQTV, and he just kept saying November, and I think even behind the scenes he said 15. However, anything could change. I know he during that interview he was also saying they're re-recording lines for Halo Infinite.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like wondering. I don't know anything. What's going on with like the story?
I hope, bro. I hope it's
ongoing.
yeah. I hope it's November because there's a few people, like if you talk to Ains and he would talk to like Miles Dampier too from Windows Central. Apparently these guys think it's going to be in December. And the reason why is, because of Battlefield and Call of Duty and whatnot. I mean, I could sit here and say, but it's Halo. Who gives a fuck about the competition? But you got to be realistic too, so.
Right.
And it gives them more time to polish it, honestly. So.
Yeah. But I've just been jumping around, watching old movies, Knockout City. I like competitive games.
Cool, man.
So yeah, that's pretty
It's
much
been a while.
What about you guys? What you guys
I haven't touched Knockout City in a while, man. Fuck.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Back into it.
Don't do
Goddamn.
it.
We'd get wrecked if we tried.
Yeah, I think so too, man. We were doing so good too, bro. We were doing so good. But yeah, Kevin, my son, what you been playing, bro?
It was really difficult watching you guys play that Halo Tech demo and sitting there not playing it. So after not playing that, I went into kind of a funk and started playing the Ascent a little bit.
Oh boy.
And my God, that game, it's pretty, but it's buggy. It's buggy as shit. I had to restart it a couple times just today to try to get past some areas that were just bugged out. It's got promise. It needs some patches, but I've been playing a little bit of that. I've been playing Back for Blood, which we're going to talk about a little later, so I won't go into that too much. But that was fun, and just kind of dicking around, man. There hasn't been much to talk about, really. I'm just waiting in anticipation. I see all these games stacked up, but they're not quite here yet. So, yeah, that's about it.
There.
It's getting very close. It's getting very close. Fall is here, right? Is it here? Is summer over officially?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. I get excited for fall. Okay.
Fall for me starts when football starts. I mean, so that's kind of like I don't give a shit about their official days of end of summer or whatever. Like once football starts, that's when fall starts for me. So, but we got like 6 weeks left of summer. All right, and then my other son, Jordan. Look, bro, you make me jealous every fucking week. I hate asking you this question because I know you jump around like 10 different games.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it's really, really hard to not want to just punch you because of that, but I love you. So I mean, it's hard. Look at
This
him,
is
bro.
this
It's
is
hard.
not
I
a
can't,
punchable
man.
face. This is not.
It
a
really
punchable
isn't,
face.
man. It really isn't. And plus, if your mom is watching the stream, I don't want her to hate me. She already thinks I'm a fucking. She already
Right.
thinks I'm unstable as it is.
Right.
So
Unstable sailor mouth
Yeah.
over
Yes.
there.
Yes.
But she likes your accent.
oh yeah, definitely. So Jordan, what you been playing, bro?
So I've trimmed it down to only a few games this week, so you can take it easy on that regard. I want to shout out Pampa real quick because Sunday at night after our show, that son of a bitch gave me access to his Xbox account so I could play the Halo Infinite flight.
Oh,
And I got to experience
what a guy.
three games with true PvP, and then
You
I
did.
played with bots for the rest of the
did.
night, and whew, it's as good as everyone says it is.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do miss it. I'm glad I got to experience it, and again, I'm super grateful for Pampa, my boy. I fucking love you, my fucking
that's
son.
awesome.
Pampa is a true son. Oh yeah.
Aside from that, got back into Splitgate. The servers are working now, folks. So play Splitgate.
And
It's
they're handling the load,
it
man.
is. They are handling
That
the
10
load.
million
and
came
that is
through.
it's a very big double entendre, but they are handling that
Nice.
load.
Nice.
The queue times were abysmal at first,
Mhm.
40 minutes plus, then down to 20,
Mhm.
and then down to 10, and then like as of lately, it's been less than 5. Probably even like within 30 seconds, you get it and play. But it's fun as hell. They put in 3 new maps, I think. We played it last night. I know you guys are a little bit lost in it, but the portal mechanic is something special in that game.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
I know. I don't think you said you've tried it yet, right? 3-bit.
No, I tried it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Okay. It's a
did,
trip.
alright.
It's a riot, man.
What do you
Yeah,
think
I
of
like
it, man?
You're my
I like
fellow
it.
sweat, bro.
It combined. I love Halo, right? It
Yes.
has some Halo-ness inside
Yes.
of it, and then like
Yeah, it does.
Portals, like Halo meets Portal. You know,
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
And,
Just doing all those trick jumps through like the falling down really far and then carrying the momentum to launch
Listen.
yourself across the map. It's the best
I
thing
thought
ever.
I was decent until I saw your clips.
Ah.
And then,
God,
Did
gotta
you
be better
see-
now.
he's just
Mario,
like
did
freaking
you-
flying.
You saw that one? The one where he was just flying. Man, I don't.
God, we know you do
that
that.
one was
That
one
was
was a
some
hit.
bullshit.
Oh,
is
man.
what that
It's
was.
bullshit. It's
I
got to be
didn't
better
know
than
you
that. though.
Bullshit.
I don't know how the hell
These
he
are
did it,
crazy
bro.
stuff. Crazy stuff. And then the last thing that I dove into, Curse of the Dead Gods. I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
sucker for roguelites. It's no secret here. I almost didn't want to play this game because I'm like, Hades is coming out next week. Why the hell would I play another roguelite? But
Mhm.
yeah, it already hooked me. And I've played maybe about 10 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe like 2.5 hours. I don't overinflate my game time.
Fuck you trying to say, bro?
It's I'm just being real, bro.
I think
Just being real.
I think he just took a shot at somebody.
But it's a it's a riot, man. It's hard. It's hard. So I will tell people to kind of prepare to die a lot, just like any other roguelite. But if no one's kind of really dove into these games before, this one does have an assist mode where you can turn on a lot of buffs. You can basically turn on invincibility mode, and it'll walk you through the entire game if you want to. But that kind of defeats the purpose of it. But it's cool though. It's cool. It's worth it. It has a lot more legs than I thought it would, because my standard right now is just focusing on the Hades game as far as the combat, the narrative, the art style. This has a really cool art style. It's a really fun combat, but there is absolutely no narrative in this game at all.
Jordan, would you say
sure.
it was it's a centipede's worth of legs?
Oh yes, easily,
Yeah, okay.
easily.
All right.
Easily.
Well, since you brought that up,
Easily.
all right, I'm gonna let everybody in on it because I don't give a shit and I'm very comfortable in my skin. Okay. I am fucking petrified of bugs. I don't care if they're spiders or centipedes. Yesterday, I'm going to the bathroom late at night and a fucking centipede greets me in my bathroom. So, of course, I text these assholes and I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to... All right.
12:30 a.m. my time. This shit's taking a shit at 4 in the
I'm like,
morning.
yeah, absolutely, bro. I'm going to kill that son of a bitch. I am not
Oh
going
my
to sit
God.
in the bathroom comfortably until I know that thing is dead. So, yes, I hate bugs. I am not a humanitarian or a bugatarian or an insectarian or whatever it is. If I see a bug, I'm going to kill it.
Hey, I have
Hashtag-
like a thing. If a bug is like inside the house, that's my territory.
It's fair
My
game.
man.
Fair game.
That's your
can't, bro.
territory.
Yeah. Outside, I'm like, okay, that's your.
Yeah, no, outside, whatever. But inside, no way, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Sarko's
save the
got the
beast.
right idea, too. He's saying kill it with fire. See, Sarko, that's why I like you. That's why I like you, man. You get it.
I will say that I can tolerate most bugs, but something about cockroaches, they're just so friggin'
They're
gross.
disgusting.
I hate-
Yeah, those.
So
Filthy.
gross. You
And they
touch
could
my hand,
fly,
I'll probably
so-
cut my hand off.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey, Phasma here said Jordan points down at 3-bit like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
He looked up too. That's how.
There's no way they're gonna become the Brady Bunch.
I was saying, I was like picturing like when Jordan does enter the Full House, like everywhere you know. He's
That is
like,
good. And you got the blue background too, man. It works
Okay.
out so well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
One more segue. This is kind of embarrassing, but dude, 3-bit. When I was in high school, my buddy and I we used to make videos all the time. We actually did a Full House video, we did like a shot-for-shot remake of the Full House video. I will show it to you.
how'd you do the car on the bridge?
We
Were you
did
just,
it
like-
over a
so
bridge in Florida over a lake. Not this, not
wow.
so it's not the big giant Golden Gate Bridge or anything. Just a little lake bridge,
I would love
4
to
feet off the ground. No big deal.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would do stuff like that as a kid all the time.
So much fun. So much.
I don't want to go back.
Ah,
Um,
God.
That's good,
God.
man.
Mike,
some of them
you're
are
in-
still on YouTube if people really want to find it. I
Right.
hope.
Jordan, is that video on YouTube that you made?
It's on YouTube. I'll post it. I'll post it.
Okay.
I'll post
In
it.
the
All
chat
right.
right now.
In the chat right now. All right.
I think. Look, man. I think the best
no,
video.
later because
The best video he's got is that one with Phil Spencer when he went and met him with the ambassador program. So if this one beats that one, dude, you're onto something right
Yeah,
here,
this
man.
is good.
This is gonna be pretty special.
All right, Mike.
So
You're in
this one, I gotta
zero
see it.
hour. Mike.
Mike,
0 hour for you,
my
brother.
man. What
Yo.
have you been playing, bro? Watching. I know you're excited about a lot of
dude.
shit.
Okay, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go into it a little
Oh
bit.
shit.
All right, so I was kind of over my fighting game journey that I've been taking for the last few months. By the way, 3-bit, if you like competitive gaming, you should check out a game called Mortal Kombat 11. See you at the tournament. That is competitive turned up to 12. But anyways, and so I was like, I'm going to finish Spider-Man. I finished Devil May Cry 5, but I wanted to finish Spider-Man Remastered and jump into Miles Morales because I'm like in the superhero mode right now, of course. Plus the Avengers thing, got Black Panther coming up here soon. So back into superheroes. And then that fucking news, man. That news that hit that was like Marvel vs. Capcom might get remade. And I was like, hey, that's cool. I like that. I was like leaving the fighting game scene there for a second. And then something else happened, whatever, and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to turn on Injustice 2 just because, like, I don't know, there's something about it that I, like, want to play or whatever. And then I started playing Injustice 2, and then I didn't stop playing Injustice 2 because I'm still playing it, and I'm having a hell of a time. I've purchased Mortal Kombat 4 times.
Wow.
Nice.
Just so,
GTA.
just for the pure laziness, just to be like, wherever I sit down, I don't have to bring or do anything extra. I can just get on my console and press play, whether it's my Xbox Series,
Sure.
my Xbox One, my PS5, or my 4. Just wherever I can go. I mean, I'm this close to buying it on the Switch too, because I just always love that, like, what it has to offer. It's what Knockout City gives you with the trade-offs, the rock, paper, scissors stuff, but it's a lot more in a short amount of time. Ba, ba, ba. Anyways. And so you watch Suicide Squad, and so I'm like, yo, man. And I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League again because of Suicide Squad. And I was just like, me playing Injustice 2 right now is like, holy shit for me. I don't know if you ever, like, when those stars align and you're just like, oh my God, everything is hitting on all cylinders right now. And then, there's a scene in Suicide Squad where it's like the game trailer, and you're like, oh,
Ooh,
shit,
cool.
it's cool.
man.
Yeah, and then a lot of Spider-Man news has been coming out, so I'm like kind of waiting to get back into Spider-Man again.
They are definitely having Toby and Andrew.
I
Garfield.
saw some
come
fan-made
on.
trailer.
They are in the movie.
I saw some fan-made trailer where it was a bunch of cuts from other Spider-Man movies, even PlayStation 4's version of the game, and they were like, and no shit, a big website, like not a big website that like everybody would go to, but like comic book probably hardcores would know, and they posted it and they're like, dude, it's the Far From Home trailer, and everybody was like, oh my God, and I'm just like, these are fucking kids saying, oh my God, because this is obviously fan made, like with all, if they've seen all the shows and the movies or whatever, you know what scenes are what or whatever. But yeah, a lot of superhero stuff. And then I started playing Mortal Kombat 11 yesterday, and God damn it, I'm back into it. I'm back into fucking fighting games. I'm also, once again, this close. I'm buying Strive, and I just can't get out of it. I also played Hunter's Arena. Melee combat, hack and slash, battle royale. It's probably not that fun. It's probably less fun than I'm going to say it was, but I played about 5 matches, And they already had an update because the person I was using, I was like, this is the person you want to go to. Throw fans. Why would you pick a character that you have to run up to somebody and slash with a sword when you could just pick the character that throws fans at you and does the same amount of damage? That bitch got buffed quick. Momo. Write that down. Anyways, and it was okay. Like, it might be fun, like there's a 3-player mode or whatever, but it's just a bunch of ganks, like if you played For Honor. Another great competitive game. And so probably solo is the way you're going to want to go for that. It's the free game in August. Also, a little bit of tips. If you do plan on playing Darksiders 3, because it's free on Xbox Gold, go down to the options, play that game in classic combat mode. It will enable you to dodge during combat, like when you strike, which is like more to the casual gamer instead of like the Dark Souls. Yep, and that's it, pretty much, Mo. What you been doing? What you been playing?
Good shit, man. That's awesome. Always spitting poetry. I love it, man.
Dead or Alive is my favorite fighting game.
Which one?
Sure. Dead or
really?
Alive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Not for,
Okay.
but for
jiggle
the
physics?
fighting. For the fighting.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Okay. Right, for the fighting.
For the fighting.
Yeah, that beach volleyball game is for the fighting too.
Who was your favorite?
That's what he
Nina Williams.
I would play as the Ninja Gaiden guy. I forgot his name.
Ryu Hayabusa. Ryu Hayabusa?
Yep.
Ryu Hayabusa?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Play as him. Blaze Blue is also my jam. Awesome. But
Yeah, Blaze Blue's got a big following too, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, lady over here just basically outed you. So
I mean, who doesn't like?
Damn.
Right? Who
Boobies.
doesn't like Voodoo?
lady's always keeping it real. I love you, lady.
Oh shit, Mike, Brizzle wants to catch hands in Mortal Kombat.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
My boy,
I'm
my boy
about
Brad.
it.
You got a lot of people here who love Mortal
Which
Kombat.
console? Which
Need to spar.
console, baby?
I'll fight you on any console.
What about
Yo,
Call of Duty?
rated E for everybody, bro. Rated E for everybody.
hands are rated
Hell
E.
yeah.
Let me see.
I'd love to spar, bro.
I don't even
King of the
remember what the
Hill.
hell we were talking
go,
about.
boy.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, shit.
yeah, we played Back for Blood, which we'll get into.
Good.
forgot
That
about
was
that,
fun. We tried. Splitgate is cool. Yeah, look, man, Splitgate is awesome. You know, I love what it's trying to do and whatever, but especially now, just the more I play that game, the more I miss Halo. You know, so it's kind of like just do I really want to keep playing this? It's like self-inflicted torture.
You got
I
tunnel
feel like-
vision though.
I know, bro. I know.
Yeah, you
Usually
do.
I don't, man. I'm always open to trying things, you know, but we got spoiled last weekend, man. We really did. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I did restart I did start Splinter Cell Double Agent, but not the 360 version. I started the Xbox version, which is the one that's made by Ubisoft Montreal. The OGs, Splinter Cell 1, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, but for some reason they fucking just they treated the OG Xbox version like the freaking redheaded stepchild. And if you go around to like Splinter Cell purists and you talk to them online, they'll tell you like the OG Xbox version is the way to go. Even Jordan was telling me the other day too. I played the 360 version before, but this one it's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, so far, and it's been so long too since I've actually played that one, so it kind of feels like a new experience for me. But yeah.
Don't
Fucking
lose hope, Mo.
Ubisoft.
Anything is possible. Remember that.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell, new gen. Stand by.
Right. Ubisoft.
Who gave him the soundboard? What,
Yeah. What's going on?
How did we not have a vote for
This is
this?
so cool. I hope we can change it one day to something
That's
different.
cool,
This
man.
shit's hilarious.
That's cool.
You know, Phasma's Mo will shit his pants if a new Splinter Cell game was announced. Phasma, you know me too well. I love you. You know me very, very well. Absolutely. Unfortunately, it's never going to happen. So,
No.
yeah, because, Ubisoft. Fuck them. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Looking at the now, look, guys. Obviously, we already know it's been a light week, you know, for the most part. But there's been, you know, I mean, there's still some stuff to talk about, which I'm excited for. First and foremost, really, is this August, man. So we keep joking around and we keep talking about, you know, There's so many games. There's so many games. There's so many games. And honestly, if you look at this fucking schedule in August, it's ridiculous, bro. We're already August 8th, right? On the 13th, you got Hades. On the 19th, you got 12 minutes. I'm not going to go through the dates anymore, but you got the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, Madden, Aliens Fireteam, Lone Echo 2, Psychonauts 2, No More Heroes 3, New World. Actually, that's been pushed, right? And then you also have Song of Iron from Joel Winter. You also have that game Foreclosed. I told you guys about that a few months ago. It's like this really cool type of art style, and it's like a narratively driven type of caper type of game or whatever it is. But yeah, I have no idea how we're going to do it, how I'm going to do this. You know, like, I mean, usually I like to try everything and give whatever, but I mean, it's amazing. And looking at this, you know, if people ask me, what are you going to play from this list? I honestly say I'm going to play everything, because that's what I mean, that's pretty much what, that's my intention. My intention is to play everything. Like Ghost of Tsushima, I was telling you guys yesterday, I'm probably going to end up picking up where I left off. I'm not going to restart it, despite the fact that it's the director's cut and whatever, but because if there's a new island anyway, I'm just going to start back. Hopefully, if my save works, I'm going to end up starting out on the second island. 12 minutes, we've been looking forward to it. Aliens Fireteam, the jury's still out because it's 3v3, or it's just three people, which really fucking put a damper on that shit. But the Song of Iron, been really excited for that too. Ever since we had Joe on the show last year, and ever since we saw it last year on the Xbox showcase, I've been really excited for that. I have that pre-ordered. And yeah, man, just No More Heroes 3. I love Travis Touchdown and that fucking stupid ass series. So I'm excited, dude. It's going to be freaking awesome. Mario, man, looking at this list.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do with all this shit? Like, do you feel like there's a dilemma here, man, or what? Are you facing a dilemma?
I think we all are.
Yeah, we are, dude. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I game hop anyways, but dang, this is gonna be interesting trying to game hop some of these. I loved Hades, or I love that studio. I didn't get to play Hades yet. And I've always wanted to play Hades, and now it's coming to the Xbox. So that'll be the first thing I try. Let me see the dates. Yeah,
Good,
probably that. I'm not playing Godfall. I don't think. But Hades, yeah, I will be trying that for sure. I want to see what Humankind is all about. I've been hearing about it. I don't know too much about it, but I've seen like different screenshots and stuff like that. But 12 minutes. Ooh, yes. This is 12 minutes. I don't know anything about it. I mean, but hey, it looks like it's gonna be sort of like you're just trying to prevent this killer from coming in the house, and you learn different things maybe from your death, which I'm interested in, like how the mechanics of that, and like how you have like 12 minutes to figure out different stuff. Like maybe you put a couch in front of the door. You're like, aha, try to get in now. That's what I'm picturing the game is going to be like.
Right.
And then he just bursts in and just walks over the couch and kills you. You're like, okay, well, that didn't work. Let me try something else. So really looking forward to that. Ghost of Tsushima is interesting. I'm just going to beat the version I have. Then I'll think about getting the director's cut.
Yeah.
You know, that whole thing is.
Do you have a PS5?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So I think I fall on the line of whatever just all the additions and all the shit that they did. I'm like, I think it would be a nice upgrade, especially
that would be a patch. Like, I wish that was a patch. You know, like at least the dialogue, like giving the dialogue to the people who already have the game, like making it so the dub of the like that could be a patch. Like,
so I think you're definitely right about that. The $10 from PS4 to PS5, that's pretty much what I think a lot of people had a problem with, right? Especially if you own the game, like I own the game. I mean, we all do, but giving us the next gen version, to make us pay $10 for it. And I get it. They talked about it before. They said, hey, we redid the audio. We had to do the lip syncing and all this shit. And now it's in engine versus pre-rendered cutscenes. And I get it. I get it. But at the same time, like, it would have been nice. The $20 to charge for the extra stuff, including the island and the other DLC and whatever, I don't think anybody really was complaining about that.
No,
I think
it's
yeah,
like DLC, and it seems like it's pretty lengthy. DLC
Yeah.
too. Like I don't have a
it is.
problem.
they said it's
paying
as
for
big
it.
as the first island. The first island is pretty chunky, man. You know, and the second one's even bigger. But I mean, it's good size, definitely.
Yeah.
So-
So I'm definitely gonna try that at some
Oh, yeah.
point. Gosh, there's just too many games. What are you guys gonna play first? I'm definitely gonna play Godfall first,
Yeah.
and then I'll move down the list of some of these.
It's almost
Luckily,
easier
some
to
of these aren't.
tell us
Game
what you're
Pass.
not going to play.
Yeah,
know.
it really is. I can tell you, I'm not going to play Madden.
I'm not gonna play Paw Patrol, probably.
Yeah.
What?
You know, Paw Patrol. I don't know.
Ah, you're
Why
missing,
not?
Yeah,
you're missing out. That is a
It's like,
9.7
Yeah, I know. I know.
for sure. Easy.
100%. 9.7 out of 10 right there. That's exactly what it is. You know what, Diego? We're not going to have any of this bullshit today. All right? Not today. Not ever. He knows it too. I love you, Diego. Fucking loser. All right. So, who's next, man? Who is it? Kevin.
Yo.
What about your dilemma, bro?
All
What are
right,
you
all
gonna
right,
do,
all
man?
right. So here's my plan. Okay, I am most definitely not going to play Madden. I'm not going to play Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
And because I've already played that shit, and the expansion can just wait. I'll just wait for a sale on that. And the things that I'm most looking forward to, you know what? And I'm probably not going to play Psychonauts right off the bat, just because of time. I maybe that'll be on my back burner if I have some time, but I do want to play 12 minutes, and I really wanted to play Aliens, right? But the 3-person thing, that kind of,
No.
that's gonna wait too. Honestly, is it Kina? I'm
Kena.
super excited for that. Kana. I'm super excited for that. And my number one most anticipated game is Lawn Mowing Simulator. All right.
I knew
And
it.
that is coming out on the 10th. I'm gonna stop mowing my real lawn, and I'm just
Yes.
gonna fucking mow my virtual lawn.
Yes.
And fuck that shit. I'm done. I'm gonna mow the shit out of it. I'm gonna get the best mower. I'm gonna pimp it out, and I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live the dream of every middle-aged white guy.
But
on
is
the
it going to be
planet.
better than Bully when you got detention?
You know, that's yet to be seen. I saw Jez playing it, and he sucked, but he's also British, and I don't think they know how to mow over there.
Hey, Dash
So-
actually. Sorry to cut in. Dash did say,
No.
yeah, Kana. Remember it did. It got delayed to September.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Not
that's
your
fine.
fucking
Okay.
lawn mowing
Okay.
simulator.
No,
bro.
I
No, you're
got
good with
worried.
that one.
I got worried. I got worried. All right. And just, hey, the Falconeer is also coming out on PlayStation this month, just in case you missed that and you were really, really, really hoping to play that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and New World from Amazon, right, on PC. People are really liking that. I'm not sure I'm ready for an MMO. MMOs usually come in a period of life where you either are single or you want to be single. I'm neither of those. So yeah, I'm probably not going to touch that. Although I did play some of the beta or the alpha or whatever. It's nice, but it's not going to dethrone, like World of Warcraft or anything. I think they have a solid game with New World. I think the PC gamers are going to like that. But yeah, if I get to Psychonauts, now that the Bridge of Spirits is delayed, then maybe I'll put Psychonauts on there. If it's like 15 hours, I might be able to. I don't know. And I do want to try Hades. And
you
you
didn't play the first Psychonauts, did you?
No. And I downloaded it, and it's it's 4x3, and it is really rough looking. I don't know, man. If I had a 13-inch TV,
but yeah, okay.
if I had a 13-inch TV, I would probably play it maybe with some S video, and a 13-inch original CRT with an old school Xbox. It might look good, but it's really tough playing that thing on a.
It's really not that bad, man. I picked it up again a few months ago.
I don't know,
it's really
dude.
not. The controls are a little bit floaty. I mean, it feels a little. I mean, it does. Obviously, it's gonna show its age, but it's still great, dude. Stop being a little
Yeah, maybe I'll try it again. I
I'm
don't
with,
know,
I'm with you,
man.
Kevin. It's rough. I tried playing it too. I got maybe
It
15
looked
minutes.
really
rough.
rough. I
you
got like
too.
20
Yeah,
minutes.
Here you go. Yeah, fuck out of here.
And bye.
Hey, just so you know, the guy that's giving us shit right now can't even play a game right now because he's so sad that Halo Infinite's gone.
Hold on
That's
a second,
true.
bro.
That's true. That's
Going
true.
Oh man, all right. Okay, yeah, I just put myself on. Yeah, no, that's
Go in timeout.
yeah,
It's
that
the
is-
fruit. It's the fruit, right?
Time out now.
yeah. Fuck was I saying? I don't even remember. See, man, you just got me off my thought right now.
Psychonauts?
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
hard. That's
Ooh,
No,
not
that's
Psychonauts
just
too.
dementia, dude. That's my dementia kicking in.
Heck yeah.
Psychonauts. Anyway, yeah, you should. You should at least try to power through it and play it. It's really good, man. Because the 2 looks amazing. It looks so
It
fucking
does.
good. God, it looks so good. So, yeah, I think. What else? I don't know. Yeah. Anything else you're excited for, Jordan or Kevin? Jordan. Who was which one of you guys was talking, bro? I don't even remember who was talking about.
So,
See,
Kevin, it's
go,
working. It's
go
working.
ahead, Jordan. Go.
Working, Kevin.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Working. It's working. This man's going to be in an ALF soon enough.
I am, bro. I am.
Oh,
It's too
We'll
early.
come visit you. We'll
Just
kiss
warn
you
my
on your
wife,
forehead.
we
man.
will. You can do the podcast from there.
Kiss you on your forehead. It's okay, Mo. It's okay, Mo. Get away. It's good. All right. No, I'm actually really friggin' hyped, obviously, for Hades. You're gonna love that game, by the way, 3-bit. I've played it on my Switch. I've cleared the underworld a
heck, there's
handful of
more?
times. Yeah, you're good. You're good. But Hades for me, and then Ghosts of Tsushima, because I have not played that game. I didn't have a PlayStation until recently, so I am so hyped to jump on this bandwagon. With the definitive edition. Excuse me, director's cut. Aliens Fireteam, again, the whole 3-player thing is also kind of turning me off to the game. Otherwise, 12 minutes is the other thing that I'm really, really looking forward to. Time loop stuff is my jam basically in any medium. It's such a cool way to do storytelling. And kind of a segue, but if you guys are looking for an awesome movie about time loops, you should watch Predestination. That's all I'm going to say.
Is that an Ethan Hawke flick, Jordan?
Yes.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
knew you'd get it.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It's a very weird one.
Yeah, I liked
I
it.
don't
I
know.
remember it.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys are paying attention, but Diego's been freaking dropping bombs here, man. Have we talked about my favorite topic of the week, shooting fruit in video games? Oh, yes.
we'll get there.
We
get
can
there,
definitely get to that one, man.
We'll
Yet
get there.
another one, too. I think we discussed this last time. Can we talk about how it seems like a lot of people's game of the year so far has been a smaller indie game? That's very
I've
impressive.
seen
dude.
that a lot too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
3-bit, have you played it? Yeah. Have you played
Death's Door.
Death's Door?
You're muted.
You're muted. You're muted, my boy.
Oh yeah, I said It Takes Two. It Takes Two was like my game of the year. But I did
Yes.
play
You're a man of
Death's
culture,
Door.
that's why.
Good man.
That was a freaking good game. Like,
Right?
goodness. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Death's Door, and
Yes, that's a great.
I'm liking it. I'm
That's
liking
my
it.
tie.
It's-
my
yeah,
tie
people are
between those two,
thinking
man.
like it's still It Takes Two for me, but Death's Door
Okay.
is there, is getting there.
Cool, brother.
The more I play it, I'm like, oh shoot, this game. I see what people are saying.
It's special.
It is special. Yeah, that is interesting. He brought up a good point that a lot of game of the years for people are indie titles so far.
Yes.
I think Halo. I hope Halo is at least in the conversation. We'll see. We'll see. But
If it's not, there will be blood.
Yes, there will.
yeah, because Halo is one of those games where it's just they pour so much time and effort and the devs into the game mechanics itself.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of game of the year things, I don't look at first person things as much, like first person games as much as they probably should. But we'll see. I'm also biased. I love Halo, so
Yeah.
No way.
You freaking love
Yeah.
Halo.
I had no idea. You
Freaking thousands of hours in Halo. But yeah, Death's Door is great. I'm looking for. There's just too many indie games right now. It's like this is the time a lot of indie games are starting to come out, and I just get overwhelmed sometimes by all the games. But yeah, it's definitely interesting.
little off top. Hey, Mike, did you end up doing those muted words or no?
No, I did not. We
Okay.
haven't really.
Okay, that's
yeah,
what I was thinking was
yeah.
causing
We should
issues.
definitely sit down and.
Yeah.
We should
So
definitely.
we were
sit
going
down.
to three. But if you didn't know, some asshole came into the chat last week, and he dropped the Halo Infinite spoilers in there, and it was removed right away. But my fucking son here, Jordan, he was the sacrificial lamb.
I got it, man.
Unfortunately, you know, what I mean, so and what they do is like, and what he did is he came in and he dropped it in capital letters, you know, just so it can get your attention over there. So what we're gonna do is we were thinking about doing like just muting words. So if anybody types anything, you know, like specific names or whatever from so I didn't know if it was
guys in the
implemented or
chat now, if we do implement that chat, like we're gonna have to make some brevity code for Halo and shit, you know. So if you type in Halo, it might not show up, you know. So if it is like maybe a capital H or something, HI, you know, I don't know. We'll have to figure it
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure it out. But I mean, at least like I didn't know if it was implemented today or not. But at least we're definitely gonna do that.
I haven't seen any spoilers yet.
Look, Phasma's testing it already. Master Chief. It's not active yet. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. And then, Mike, did you talk about it, man? Did you talk about what you wrote? Anything? Anything here?
I mean, yeah. So Hades
fire,
for sure. That's always been on my radar. Hades, man. Like I have gone to Game Pass probably like 3 times last week to be like, when is that game coming out? Like, all right, cool, soon. I kind of want to try out Godfall. Like I know people say it's shit or whatever, but honestly, I don't really care what other people think. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna check it out. Plus, it's on PS4, so I might have like an extra buddy to like play with. So maybe that'll change things up. But besides that, Aliens looks pretty cool. If I had a group of guys that wanted to play Madden, I'm not saying I'm going to go out of my way to play it, but I would be like intrigued to play football. I don't know. Like, I just feel like the concept seems very intriguing, like sports games, but like, I'm just whatever about it. Ghost of Tsushima. Kevin, you know, you make a good argument, man, because like, I'm kind of there too. Like, should I just bypass this, expansion or whatever it is? I don't know. Like, is it worth it for a whole, you know, purchase? Kind of like the conversation we're having.
I mean, if you've played it through
$70 games. I don't know.
Right. I've played it like 75% of the way through, and like I'm not yearning to like beat it or whatever. Yeah,
I'm still kind of like it's still too fresh.
I got that vein in me where it's like I have
Been a
all
year.
the
least for me.
PS5 like Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Devil May Cry like special editions. Like I like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not that big of a collector, but I do like having like my like all the Dark Souls games on physical, all the whatever like in a row, like all the Devil May Cry games, whatever. Like I like to have that, but yeah, and nothing else. I mean, indie games though coming up. Death's Door really surprised me. So did that. Even that little Blightbound game that wasn't that good, like surprised me. Kenna's unfortunate because I'm really looking forward to that. Lawn mowing simulator.
We do not
I'm right
speak
there.
about Blightbound anymore.
Yeah, nothing too much, but holy shit, man, that midweek of August is insane. Psychonauts 2, I'm definitely in. I don't really.
I'm telling you guys, man, look at Foreclosed.
Okay.
Look up
Oh,
videos of
I
Foreclosed.
did watch
It
a
looks
trailer.
fucking awesome.
Kind of reminds
Really?
me of 13-ish.
It's
Like,
yeah, man.
It's Cyberpunk.
I know. It's on sale right now for $15 too. So I'm looking.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
$15 price point hasn't
you
been
did
working
recommend
out for us.
Blightbound, so
All right, I'll make it up to you. I'll buy you Foreclosed if it's good. How about that? I'm saying it right here.
all right.
If it's good,
all right.
actually, you
All
too,
right.
Jordan. Since I fucked you and you ended up getting it as well, so
Roger has a big wallet.
even Jordan. Wait, Mike, you got suckered too, huh? Oh shit.
I didn't get really suckered. Once you mentioned
You're
it, I was
enjoying
like,
it, man.
fuck yeah, I was into it. Like, I liked it, whatever.
Mike's
yeah,
a
I don't-
simpleton like me, man.
Yeah, man, it doesn't take much for me to
I
be like,
know.
hey, that's
doesn't
pretty
take
fucking
much
cool.
to entertain us.
And then 12 minutes. Kevin, you sent us that video with James McAvoy and Daisy Ridley talking about like, you know,
Yeah.
some of the behind the scenes stuff.
wow.
I was a little bit intrigued at first, but after I watched that video, I was like, now I'm pretty intrigued because like
Yeah,
the way
it
the
looks
voice
like it
acting
could be
like
good.
yeah, like I understand, like, ooh, the way he talks and the way she talks and the react, whatever. It's voiceover bullshit, but like I really like that kind of stuff where it's like, wow, you're making something so fake seem so fucking like legit. Willem fucking Dafoe.
Yeah.
I need a beeper too, Mo. What the fuck? All right, but anyways, 12 minutes looks pretty interesting. But besides that, man, I can't even keep up with all this stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Man.
Yeah.
It really is. So, good luck to everyone out there who's gonna try to at least balance this shit out. Because, I mean, it's a good problem to have, you know, as much as we joke around about it. This is an amazing problem to have. What are you going to play? Shit. This is fucking awesome. Okay, let's move on to... All right. Let me ask you guys, who here played Streets of Rage 4?
I did.
Yeah.
Yo, hell
Mario,
yeah.
did you play Streets of Rage 4, man? Are you a Streets of Rage fan? Oh, shit, I think his stream froze.
Oh,
yeah.
we lost
he
him.
gone.
All right, we'll get him back. We'll get him back.
No, we'll get him back in.
I have faith.
So the developer, .emu, they made Streets of Rage 4, they made Windjammers, and they're also now working on the new Ninja Turtles game. What the fuck is it called? I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yes,
anyway,
Mo.
they got acquired by Focus Home Interactive, and Focus Home Interactive is the publisher behind games like Plague Tale Innocence. You know, I mean so now I'm surprised Focus has not bought the studio that made Plague Tale. To be honest, Asobo, you know, because I think they're also going to publish again. They're going to be publishing the sequel to it, but I'm happy for .emu because it was a very small French studio. You know, they were given the sorry guys, my bad. Oh shit, that's my son in the background, so if you hear him, that's
You're good.
He's back.
Oh, there he is.
And my sister's like, "Oh, the net is slow. Let me." restart
You're
the
good. You're
internet."
good. 3-bit. Don't sweat.
Jesus Christ, man. My son is crying upstairs. That's my bad, guys. Anyway,
No, don't worry about it.
.emu. So small
Shredder's
time-
Revenge. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mo, to interrupt.
Yes, that's what
Shredder's
it's called.
Revenge.
Thank you. So small French studio. So now they're acquired. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. I'm always happy when I see these small developers getting scooped up by bigger publishers. A lot of people complain about, you know, some type of that it's going to ruin the industry because everybody's just going to be doing the same thing, which I think is a pile of shit. But for a studio like this, the reason why is because everybody knows I'm a huge Streets of Rage slappy in terms of the franchise itself, and for what they did with 4, and for what they had to do with it, and how good it, and what a great job they did. I think that itself needs to be commended, honestly. So a lot of fucking pressure to deliver on that one, and they definitely did. So I'm happy for them. 3-bit, did you play Streets of Rage 4?
Dude, this is my
My
jam.
man.
Okay,
Yes.
I
Yes.
I
I'm asking
freaking
the
love
right
Streets of
things.
Rage. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of what is it, Dotemu? Is that how you say it?
.emu.
Dotemu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan with what they did with Streets of Rage. The original Streets of Rage game was the first game I've ever played on the Sega Genesis.
My man.
So
Speaking to me right now, bro.
yeah, it's the first game I've ever played. My dad gave me his Sega Genesis 3, and that was the first game I just tried. So I always had like a sort of connection to it. But gosh, I freaking love Streets of Rage. I'm glad. Maybe with this deal they'll have more of a budget for like other games. So that's the positive mindset I'm thinking of. I'm hoping with every acquisition you have to ask the question like, how much is this going to affect the DNA of that studio, right? But so far, Focus. We'll see. I hope they'll still maintain like who they are, because what they did with Streets of Rage 4, if you guys haven't played it, is they really did honor the original games. Like you get to play as like the original sprite characters.
They did.
And you can unlock it, and the music is awesome.
Did you pick up the DLC?
Yeah,
You did, huh?
Of course.
I haven't picked it up yet, man. I still need to pick it up because I was really bummed that Max Thunder was not in the original lineup when the game first released, but they added him now, so
Yeah,
I'm really
the
looking
DLC.
forward to that, man. I need to run through it again.
I'm playing it on hard, so it's freaking.
Ooh,
Bro,
damn.
that game is tough as it is on normal.
It's tough.
But, I mean,
Yeah.
goddamn.
It's freaking
hard.
tough, but
Fuck
yeah,
that.
love it. Now this whole, I'm curious see what you guys think. I know Focus. I'm trying to think of a few games Focus has done, but were they in charge of that vampire game that fell
Yes.
Okay, that is
yes.
them, right?
The Werewolf as well. Werewolf. They also published Werewolf, which obviously was not very.
They've
That
done a
did
lot
not
of
go down
games.
very well.
Really?
A lot
That
of games.
shitty one where you
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a wolf or you're a werewolf or you're human.
Yeah.
Mo bought that one.
I
too.
bought that.
I was
at launch.
interested in it. I was interested in it. I know Wilmy got it too, and he was like, "Yeah, whatever about it." And I was like, "Damn, man, we need a good werewolf game up in here."
Yeah, Wilmy said right off the bat. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, this game sucks." I'm like, "Okay, I'll just try it myself, and I'll see, different opinions." And then I'm like, "Yeah." Half hour later, I'm like, "Yeah, this game sucks."
Yeah, because I'm looking at their lineup. They are working on the new Aliens game that we sort of briefly mentioned.
Right.
Plague Tale. Okay, so
Yeah, Focus is legit. They I mean, yeah, and even adding, I'm just really mostly happy. Look, publishers are always gonna stay, right? It's these devs, and that's why I'm happy for them, because they had a crack at it. They did great with it, and now they're rewarded. And it's like you said too, just their budgets are going to increase now. I mean, this game is going to do great too, man. I mean, this is just going to hit everybody's nostalgia, over here. And then obviously anybody who's younger people into the Ninja Turtles, or old farts like me who love the Ninja Turtles, I mean, it's going to do great. I mean, so, and it seems like this is what their niche is going to be, like for .emu, like this is these side-scrolling games, these side-scrolling brawlers. So bring it on, man.
yeah.
Even
If you're
Streets
a
of
fan
Rage
of
5.
beat 'em ups, then
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Will it be better than Battletoads?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Yes. Anything.
Is that new
better
one
than
good?
Battletoads. No.
Battletoads?
No, it's not.
To be fair, I didn't play the new Battletoads.
No.
But
I
rough.
did, and I probably played.
I don't
too
think it
much of
sucks. I just don't think it's great.
It's
Like,
not.
it's-
It's Streets of Rage 4 spoiled it for me, I think.
Of course it did, man.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it's not even close.
That's the thing. That's just the
Yeah.
standard now, But you think about, like, I can appreciate other games within the genre, but like I said, Streets of Rage 4 just like totally wiped the floor with Battletoads, and that game was so hyped too. It's like it's finally coming back, but it just was not. It didn't grab me like this did. This game was a blast.
Of course it was. Streets of Rage, man.
I'm excited about again what the future could be for this for these teams, because like they do all these really cool, like revitalizings or remasters, if you will, of all these arcade franchises that a lot of us are familiar with. Focus Home, like I would say only recently, maybe like within the past 5 years, have they really kind of been putting out some consistently good games. They've put out a lot of stinkers,
Yeah,
but
they have.
the Surge, Greedfall has kind of has a cult following.
Cult following for sure.
Yep. But the Surge is a solid Souls game. I'm not too hot on the second one. They also did Necromunda, at least published.
Focus published it.
Published, yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fuck! I forgot to mention that in the beginning
I know.
too, man.
we
That's
have to
playing a
try
lot
that out.
better, dude.
Yeah,
I was actually enjoying it last night. Yeah.
So they, like I said, they have hit and miss moments, but like I said, I think they're starting to find more of a stride now as far as games that they're helping to fund. So I'm excited about it. Yeah, we don't see a lot of this whole side scroll brawler games, and like I said, or even like just side scroller 2D or 2.5D ones if you want to say for this one, but the pedigree that .emu puts out is noticeable. So let's see them continue to maintain that momentum.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Kevin, what do you think, man? You got anything on this?
I'm excited. I mean, it brings back, every time I play one of these and it's actually good, it brings back good memories. So the Shredder's Revenge brings back some really good memories. And I like that sort of arcade era of games. And I did play Streets of Rage, but I never finished it. I got pretty close though. I probably should finish it.
Yeah,
but it was really good.
Love that in Scott.
Nah, I
Pilgrim
never
game.
finished it.
Freaking love that one too.
I'll run it with you, Kevin. I got you, Kev. We'll
okay.
Hey, dude, I'll run it again. I would love to play a co-op. I swear to God.
Stop.
Yeah,
Bro.
no.
Isn't it 4 people?
Stop
No,
it.
it's 2. Right?
Oh, is it? All right,
I think it's 2.
And have at it.
Is it only 2? Okay.
Have
George
at
is
it.
prettier
Send it
anyway,
over.
so
Go ahead,
it's-
George.
that's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
You won't even remember that you offered to play with me in like 5 minutes, so don't worry
It's
about
4
it.
player.
Yeah.
I know.
It's
I
four
don't
player.
even remember it, honestly.
Mm,
Probably later tonight, I'll be like, hey, you want to play Streets of Rage 4? You told me you didn't want to. When did I tell you that? Mike.
Or I can only play it with me and Mav, but maybe I don't know.
Oh, I just
That sucks,
Streets
though,
of Rage
man.
4, correct?
Yeah,
Streets of Rage
4-way co-op
4?
would have been
Yeah.
awesome. 4-way co-op in that game should have been done. I'm not sure
Oh,
what the
maybe it's
limitations
4
were. but
players locally and 2 online.
That's
Excuse
bullshit.
me.
That's so
that's weird.
stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
That's
What
like
do you
one of
think?
the okay. That's my only complaint with that game.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a beat 'em up.
That's a
Beat 'em
fair
ups
complaint.
should always have like it's like a party type game. Like,
Mhm,
Yeah.
Drop
you know,
in, drop
to
out.
go
Party
in.
shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that should be the base level thing with those type of games.
And Battletoads didn't have a co-op at all. So.
Only local. It was just ridiculous.
There's a cool little beat 'em up game that's out right now called Avengers.
Hey,
Yeah, all right, bud.
Little.
Hey,
never heard of that.
I try to play
yeah,
that
Mel.
game with people, and they're just like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, I'll play alone."
I'll play with you. I'll play with you.
Play alone
No
all
doubt
by
about it.
myself.
Because I
Yeah, Mo, I'm super pumped about this because with my fighting game, I don't know, refreshness. I was like, you know what game is like a fighting game, but you get the additional feeling of progression. I was like, motherfucking Streets of Rage 4. And so I was like, maybe I should start playing that game again because I did play it, got to a boss, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I dig it, and I just like haven't. I think it was when I first got Game Pass, so I was like, just trying stuff out. But I really like Streets of Rage 4. I would so take a slew of these type of side-scrolling brawler beat 'em up video games if they were all like a different type of IP, like Ninja Turtles. Whatever, just whatever it is.
Right.
I saw Crystal say Double Dragons. Word. Something, yeah, like that kind of stuff. Like, look at this fucking artwork, bro. Like, golly, just the artwork alone is like getting me like kind of excited to go play Streets of Rage 4. I want to try it on hard too because I remember when I played it, I was like, okay, so you like actually
freaking
gotta
ridiculous.
pay attention. You actually like have to get ready, and that's like a fighting game. So it's anticipation, reaction. It's really good stuff. And I hope that with this, conversion that they are producing, like after Ninja Turtles, I would give me a good example of something else besides Ninja Turtles. Like, give me a good other cartoony, like Street Sharks or some shit. I don't know. That's just out there.
Street Sharks.
But you know what I'm saying, though. I would love to take a line
Random
of these
as
types of
fuck.
games, man.
That is fucking
Power
random,
Rangers.
dude.
I don't know if you guys played the Power Rangers game
I
back
don't,
in the day. Matter of fact, speaking of Power Rangers, holy shit, perfect segue. Somebody was, damn it, I was going to say Ubisoft, but I don't really know. Somebody was making a open world co-op Power Rangers game back like a year or two ago, and it got scrapped. And I was like, that would have been badass because I don't really care. Like,
How good
I
would
think
that
the
have
Power
done,
Rangers
though?
are.
How good would that have done, though?
I would have got it, depending on how
mean,
it was.
yeah,
Like, look
I
at Guardians
know.
of the Galaxy, though. That's another game
But that's
where
a
I'm like,
Marvel
what the fuck?
fucking franchise, though, man. Like that's I don't like the fact that Square is still doing that, but or not Square. Yeah, it is Square.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Eidos or whatever.
Yeah, Eidos
game
Interactive.
was
Yeah,
not
I'm
great.
not a fan of that, but
Me
I don't
neither.
know. I guess this.
But yeah, I feel you.
this whole
Power
contractual
Rangers,
shit is probably going
different
to.
IP.
It's going to continue. But
I'll
yeah,
try it.
yeah, I'll try it. I guess.
I'm a Marvel fan too, right? Like,
Yeah, I know,
like,
man. I know.
It's literally,
I'm gonna
I
fucking
keep
try it
comic
anyway,
books.
bro. I'm just talking
For
shit.
sure. For sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Next up, I don't know what else how much we can talk about it. Just I really wanted to mention it. Deathloop, it's gone gold ahead of its September release.
Great. Good talk.
What is it?
Good talk.
Good talk. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's feature complete, ready for physical production, and we know that it's going to be released on September 14. So that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that one. If if you're only man, I hate bringing up Deathloop now, because I think we've talked about this
So
before. 'Cause
weird.
everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait 1 year till it comes out on Game Pass."
1 year.
Like, all right, bro, you can fucking
Stick
wait
it.
a year. I ain't.
Stick it to those sooty ponies.
I'm gonna save $70 in a year.
The other thing too is like, I don't know, man. Look, a little bit off topic. You guys saw the controller the other day that Pope made, right?
Yes.
The Needler.
For
Yes.
the Needler.
Yeah.
It was really fucking cool,
Yeah,
right?
it's
I mean,
pretty
it was
dope.
beautiful. You know, especially, I mean, I didn't get it. You know, I mean, and, I'm a degenerate collector, and I didn't even get it, despite like how much I love Halo. The other thing too is like, somebody or someone on my timeline, she's like, and this girl's a big Xbox fan, right? Like, I mean, I know she's a big Xbox fan, and she's like, I can't believe how many people are sitting here like praising this $150 controller, but you guys are fucking complaining about $10 over 60. You know, and then some people are like, well, it's a collector's item, blah blah blah. She's like, no, this is not making sense to me. She kept it real, man. Oh shit!
The whole
Anyway,
Deathloop
off topic.
situation is just
What is it?
interesting.
Yeah.
The whole Deathloop situation is just interesting because you have like Microsoft kind of handling the kind of the holiday this year.
Yeah, they are. No, they are. They definitely are. And it
Especially
really
with
is
the
funny
delay.
too. No, you're right.
Yeah, they had to
Holy
delay
shit,
it.
they really are handling the holiday.
Literally, even for PlayStation. So,
Yeah.
it's really interesting
Because well, unless Sony comes out with anything, I mean, at this point I doubt it. You know, like, I mean, I think
Right.
look, that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, just to get into it a little bit, because this it's kind of stupid. We know when people talk about, I get the whole fucking banter back and forth, you know, between people like, oh, PlayStation has games, Xbox has games, Xbox has no games, PlayStation now has no games. You know, I mean, I get that whole thing, but at the same time, like, how many years did we see it on the previous generation where Xbox was pretty much carried by the third party publishers throughout the years, right? Like, I mean, it's gonna happen this year, unfortunately, for Sony. I mean, not really. I mean, they're fucking doing good. You know, I mean, they're selling their games, and they've already released a few first party titles that have been doing great for them. You know, I mean, but towards the end of the year, it seems like we're not gonna get God of War, we're not gonna get Horizon Zero Dawn, so it's gonna be
we
interesting
still have,
to see.
an event apparently that's still happening.
That's what I was
so-
leading into. That's exactly what I was leading, because we don't know yet, right? Like, I mean, it's been rumored for like the past few months now.
Yep.
But nothing really has been concrete. And even if they have an event, like, I mean, are they just going to surprise? I doubt that at this point, especially now we're in August, that they're just going to be like, by the way, here's this huge AAA game that's coming out before the end of the year. You know, like, I really, really, really doubt that, especially now with so much competition coming, you know, like, in between Halo and Battlefield and Call of Duty and everything else, you know, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see.
Do they are most of their indie games coming out this year, like Sifu and Fist, or is that next year?
Yes, Sifu is this year. Fist
No,
is
they
coming out
delayed
next
it.
week, man.
Sifu,
Okay,
Looks
okay,
cool.
good.
Sifu
They
got
have that.
delayed.
They have that going for them. They have that
I'm,
going for them.
Yeah.
pretty sure
looks-
Sifu got delayed.
No.
So
Oh, he's right. It got delayed to 2022.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
It
right.
did.
That's right.
It
That's right.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Sifu got
God.
Good call.
Oh,
PS5 is
that's right.
dead. Confirmed.
Yeah, yeah. Brizzle's got the right idea, man.
I'm
Fucking-
thinking what they're probably gonna do. Like, my theory, if they do have an event, is that PlayStation is gonna announce, and it might piss some people off. They're gonna announce a Last of Us director's cut, some type of,
Oh shit!
because
Yeah.
we
That-
know they
that's true.
plan on doing multiplayer, and this is like a
True.
good way to do
Yeah.
like add in the multiplayer for part 2, and then
Mhm.
do you
It
know.
is. I
So-
literally thought the same thing. If
Yeah.
if I were to make a remaster or director's cut of Last of Us 2, I'd be like, put in that multiplayer. Which,
That's
by
what-
the way, if you've ever played Last of Us multiplayer,
Factions.
That's
yeah.
pretty dope.
get fucking ready. Get ready, son. That shit ain't no joke, son. It's like, I see like, what the fuck did I see? Sorry, I just gotta break it real quick. I saw something where it's like, oh, you think this is hard? Do this. And I was like, oh, you think this is hard? Try playing Last of Us Factions. You think this is hard?
Yeah.
Try playing Warzone 2 a.m. with all the hackers. You think this is hard? Try playing fucking Demigod rank and ranked match Mortal Kombat 11. Cheap, hard. Gotta dig deep. But anyway, sorry.
No, no.
All
you're
right.
good.
Let me see. What did I miss over here? Did I miss anything in the chat? No, I don't think so. Okay. Let's see. All right. So this is what I wanted to ask you guys. I thought this was really fucking cool, actually, because this wasn't mentioned when Dead Space was first announced. when the remake was announced, obviously we talked about it. We saw, what they were trying to do, and we went through all that development stuff, But the really cool thing this week was reported that not only is it targeting a late 2022 release, which we already knew, but apparently they're planning on having a full one take, the same way as God of War.
Love it.
And they actually said that the director of the game, I think the creative director, he said obviously that's what influenced them, and obviously because of the tech that we have now and the fast loading and everything, they won't have to go through. I always mention this. If you go back and you watch that Dead Space documentary with Glenn Schofield about how they created it, it's fucking amazing. Because they had to. He tells you how they had to circumvent the technological limitations that they had, and somehow they were still able to deliver something as amazing as the first one, despite the limitations that they had. And now they can actually fulfill that vision, despite obviously it's going to be a different team. But I thought this was incredible, right? And I hope more. I think if it definitely fits if it thematically fits within the game, I think it'll be awesome. With God of War, you won't know what it's like until you actually play it, right? Once you play it and you see that there's no cuts, that it's really, really impressive. Mm-hmm. And for a game like this is definitely it's perfect for it, because you don't want any cuts, right? This is an in-your-face fucking game. It's a horror game. It's meant to, dude, I was so happy. I don't know what else more to say about this outside of the fact that I'm like, this makes so much sense. This is it. This fits. 3-Bit, what'd you think, man? Did you see this? First of all, did you play God of War?
Yeah, I beat it like 3 times.
My fucking man. Look at this.
One of the best games.
Speaking my language today, bro.
Yeah, one of the best games ever made, I think.
Oh, man.
Let's see. No, I didn't even know this.
My heart is full.
That's pretty cool. Dead Space is like, I'm glad that's coming back. Mm-hmm. I'm really glad. And I had because they announced the other game, the director of Dead Space was doing
Callisto Protocol.
Callisto Protocol. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Because I've been waiting for some type of Dead Space game for a while. EA they be EAing things sometimes, right? With their games, especially with so many different franchises. But Dead Space 3 was like one of it felt you felt the EA, in that one. So I'm glad that they were like, this is not going to have microtransactions. Mm-hmm. This is going to be just a really good remaster and vision of the first one. And I'm like, awesome. That's what I want. But yeah, that one camera shot thing from God of War was awesome. So it's cool to see that in another game. I pretty sure they were thinking about doing that in Halo as well. Halo Infinite. Or at least being inspired by
Yes, he's right. They did talk about that.
Yeah, years ago, or they mentioned it a long time ago.
God, they did talk about that. Yeah. How did I forget? Holy shit. Yes. Dude. Yes. He's dropping dimes today, man. I love it. Yeah. Yes. Anyway,
let's do it.
I think it's gonna be great, man. I think it's gonna fit really well in the for this game. But
one of the first games that generally horrified me. They had so many moments where you think someone's dead, right? You're like, oh, and they're not.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jordan, what do you think, man? You think that?
I am freaking stoked for this because, I am such I love film, first of all, and I love cinematography, and when I hear about long takes, I always think about movies like Children of Men, Gravity, Birdman, 1917 most recently.
Holy fuck, Jordan. Look at you, bitch. I love it. So I know exactly all the scenes you're talking about. Like, damn, you had this shit on the list. That's awesome.
There is just something to be said about being able to choreograph an entire scene, even if it's 5 minutes or even 17 minutes, like in Children of Men, or almost the entire movie of 1917.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There's just a special level of craft that goes into that, and it's so much work, but it pays off. That was the first thing that I noticed when I first started playing God of War this year, and it just absorbed me. It makes so much sense in a horror game, especially if you want to really immerse the player. So if you're not going to take them out of the action, Like I said, that's gonna you're gonna notice that, you're gonna feel that, and it's gonna be super effective if they can pull it off anywhere near as good as they did in God of War. I don't imagine they'll have to do anything like as far as like the fast travel breaks or special cutscenes like that. But yeah, because literally the entire time you're just right over the shoulder of Isaac the entire game. So I'm freaking hyped. But yeah, all those movies, Mike. I'm glad you picked up on.
Yeah,
that,
it's super cool that you knew all those right off the bat. Like, holy shit.
Children of Men, that was intense.
Children of
I
Men
don't
is
know
spectacular, man.
Yeah, that's like one.
That was a good
That's
one.
like
Yeah.
that's like one scene that like a lot of people revere when they're
There's
talking about
Yep.
film.
It's the car scene when they're
Yeah.
getting attacked, and then
motorcycles.
later on the tank scene at the end. It's
Oh,
just
Yeah. They use the
Go
car
on.
seat as like
Yeah.
a camera. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super cool.
The only
Crazy.
time I've seen them do like that again, like where someone's like a fake seat or something like that, is Raid 2. Oh
Yes.
shoot! Heck yeah, Raid
those are
2.
in
Yeah,
sync.
yeah, that was freaking awesome. I seen the behind scenes because I remember watching it. I'm like, how? And I went to go see the behind the scenes, and it was like a dude dressed it as a seat or something like that.
Mhm.
Genius.
Yes, exactly.
Freaking
It.
genius. Yeah,
That's
love it.
awesome, man. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Great freaking movies.
Kevin, one take,
I'm
man.
so excited. Okay,
Awesome,
one take.
right?
All,
Oh, yeah.
all I want to say is this is going to be amazing, and I'm super excited. And depending on how they integrate shit on the PS5, I might pick it up on that for the DualSense shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, bro. It might be really wicked cool. And
What's
I
controllers
just,
though?
I mean, I know the controller's all gimmicky and shit, and it doesn't work. It's not an Xbox controller.
It's
It's
so
a piece of
hard
shit, but
to fix. Oh.
and it's super breakable. But I probably get it depending on how it runs. You know, I might get it for the PS5 just to be fully fucking immersed in that shit because the first one was amazing, and I remember having to run like my EAX sound card to try to get like 5.1 sound in it and shit, and now it's just 3D sound, haptics. I'm stoked. I'm stoked. No loading. Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna have like a whole weekend where I'm just
Yes.
I just play. I'm gonna have Cheetos. I'm gonna have fucking
Cheetos.
fucking
That'd be awesome,
Mountain
dude.
Dew and Cheetos
Oh
and
my
just
god, yes.
in my underwear and just
yeah.
fucking play this thing. And my wife's gonna come in and be like, "Honey, it smells like farts," and it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be fucking glorious.
Gonna look at that
I can't wait.
PS5 controller. It's gonna
Yes,
be
yes, it's
orange.
gonna be all grimy and gritty.
That will
and
be the real
fucking-
victim. That one.
Yes, the real victim.
my orange PS5 controller. Yes. Yeah, I'm excited. That's all I gotta say.
And Crystal
Day-
here too.
day one,
she's-
baby.
She's also
Yes.
mentioning it, the
Yes.
Dead Space and 3D audio. Yeah, 3D audio,
Oh, dude.
and then obviously with Dolby Atmos or the
I
fucking
can't wait
Tempest. It's
until
gonna
it
be
makes me
amazing,
poop.
man.
It's totally gonna.
They're
be
gonna
poop.
really, really take advantage of that shit.
Yep.
Mike, you got anything to add, brother? Before I move on.
Well, just now that we're talking about the camera thing, so in Resident Evil, they talked about the game design in those games and going from the old school way they did it to the way they did the remasters in 2 and 3, because they say in horror, if you can control the camera, you can control what the viewer sees, which in turn kind of you can set up more scary shit, you know, behind
Yes.
what your view is. So that's like what I thought about too, and I was like, oh man, like the Japanese way of doing things has now changed, you know, a little bit or whatever, or so they thought. These creators, which is the dude from Valhalla, I think, was like, yo, let me pull one out of Cory Barlog's book. I feel like that kind of fits, and I think it's cool because it kind of does fit. It's like third person. It's not like there's no jumping. There's not a lot of that crazy shit happening where you're teleporting around and all that stuff. I think it's very cool. Some of me though is like, I don't want it to be that like over the shoulder all the time. Like if it's cuts and it takes it around the room and like the cut scenes and stuff like that, like fast travel during the metro scenes, like maybe we can get some badass rendering of inside, like a very gory metro type of thing or whatever. Like I like the idea for the most part. It's just some questions on like how exactly is it going to go down, you know, because if I can, the God of War is different. It's an action game. I'm not trying to get scared during that game. With this game, you know, whatever. But anyways, yeah, I like it for the most part, and I'm very excited.
It's really for immersion. I mean, if it worked that well in a game like God of War, imagine what it can do in a horror game, right?
Yeah.
Horror games are all about. I mean, we already seen all this, right? Horror games, horror movies. It's all about immersion. Once you lose that immersion, I mean, you know, it doesn't ruin the experience, but still.
Right.
And because of the whole isolated experience that they're going for, especially like you being alone and on this freaking derelict ship and whatnot. I think they're gonna knock it out of the park if they can definitely know that.
Our
What is it?
technology is getting better. Like
Yes.
I was in a
yeah.
mocap studio because people don't know I do stuff with Ubisoft. I was in a mocap studio and we're able to now see what the camera looks like. Like you have virtual camera now, which is amazing. So you have the virtual camera and you can immediately see the changes in like a game engine, which is so cool. I've seen that in a couple games. The only one that comes to mind I can really think about where the camera data is being imported to the game in like real time was Hellblade, I think, where the director was just following whatever that actor was doing, and it pretty much just like went ahead and do it. So you can, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, 3-bit. I was like, I've seen something like this. I forgot what it was, but it was for a movie. It was for that Zack Snyder zombie movie.
They've been doing movies too.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I've seen this technology
Jungle Book.
before. Okay.
Avatar.
What, they had the one take?
Where the camera is like you can see the virtual camera, like
camera.
someone is like there with a camera, and then
Okay.
that's why they.
So
it
if like
looked
you're looking
like
outside of
natural.
the camera, it's the real world. But when you like
Yeah,
look
when you
into
look
it, is that
inside.
right? It's like
Yeah.
the registered like animated environment.
which is
or
so
whatever.
cool. It's pretty
Yeah, that's
amazing.
awesome.
Cool.
and
Look at all this
fucking
shit. See, this is one thing where I'm like, fucking entertainment, man. It's like it gets millions pushed into it, dude. Like all these techniques. Don't get me wrong. It is very, very cool and shit like that. But it just reminds me of the whole 360 camera angle where it's just like, man, some of the shit that they come up with to like do this entertainment is so badass, dude. But anyways,
Yeah, Mandalorian. They have a ton of technology, and they're using Unreal Engine for Mandalorian. So our game engines and technology is just getting better and better.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Awesome 3-bit.
Yeah, cool, man. That's awesome. All right. Fucking good.
It's a whistleblower.
conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know
Freaking
what is the
Outlast.
whistleblower?
Outlast.
Oh, Outlast. Okay. All right.
Yeah, most of the band have fucked that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Chief.
The game freaked me out.
It's a great horror game.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's jump into Back for Blood, man.
Yes.
Yeah, so the beta came out last weekend. Actually, before I jump into that, Mr. Badbit is asking, have we talked about how the PS5 is dead yet?
Yes, later.
my friend.
First
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's dead. It's fucking destroyed. Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Jem Ryan's he's already gotten sent at home. I mean, he's got no house where he can't even pay his mortgage
Damn.
anymore.
And having
it's dumb,
Spider-Man
bro.
wiggle a cup outside and change.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, that too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So just to calm your worries. Yeah, PS5 is definitely dead. But yeah, so I'll let you guys get into it in a bit. I played it with Jordan and who did we play? You, me, Pampa, and who else? Who was
We
the
played
fourth?
with Mike. We played with
Mike,
Mike.
that's
the other
right.
night.
My fucking son. I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah, dementia, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I love Left 4 Dead. And from what I'm hearing already, for a lot of people who have been playing it, I mean, at least Back 4 Blood, they're saying like this is a spiritual successor. So it looks great. I was actually very, very surprised by how nice the visuals were. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Like, I mean, I was like, I wasn't expecting it to look as good as it did. It controls pretty well. The guns are fun to use. I mean, it's I think it's gonna do very well.
Yeah.
And putting it out on Game Pass was definitely a smart move for them. Just to because this is definitely a game that needs that higher play count. Especially at launch, you need as many hands on it as possible. And I also think too, because of their previous game, because the studio's previous game before Friday the 13th, they also made Evolve. If you guys remember, Evolve had a really cool mechanic, or in
First
theory,
of its kind,
money
baby.
back for that
First
one.
of its kind.
Yeah, in theory, it was supposed to be that really cool, but it just didn't work out for them, and that game just fucking tanked. So anyway, I like the game. I like the characters. I think it's fun. I think the weapons are fun to use. Again, it controls pretty well. I'm gonna say the only thing is they just have to keep updating it because I was Ains, him and I, and we were talking about it in the group chat last night on Xbox, and we were saying like, hey, like how much staying power is this game gonna have in this landscape right now currently, right? Like, I mean, you're talking about, we've already said, you got this game and you got Battlefield and you got Halo and you got Call of Duty, what I mean? So what is this game going to do to kind of like differentiate itself? You can't just really say like, oh, hey, did you like Left 4 Dead? This game is for you. I mean, people's tastes are a little bit different now. It's different, man. It's a completely different landscape. So, I'll let you guys see I'll see what you guys say about it, and that's not taking away anything from the game. If the beta is this good, I think the game's going to be fantastic, but really just staying power really is my thing. But what do you think, Mario? Did you play it? Did you get a chance to?
Yeah, I played it.
My man, what'd you think, bro?
Yeah, like people are saying in the chat, the aim assist was definitely strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And did this happen? Okay,
Yeah,
so did this happen for you guys when you first start the game? The contrast and the brightness is off. So when I first played the game, it was just like super bright and just everything was dulled. I'm like, wow, these graphics, I thought it would be better.
No, I didn't have that.
Really?
Oh,
Dang.
really?
Sounds like a bug.
It's weird. Yeah, I thought the game looked like that, and then eventually I just went in the settings. I'm like, what? It's 0, and I just cranked it up. Like, oh, that looks way better. Yeah, I played it. I agree with you. I'm wondering how much staying power it's gonna have.
Yeah.
It pretty much is Left 4 Dead, which is what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
fair.
Mhm.
I did just want a new Left 4 Dead for the most part.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was definitely fun. I played a few matches, one with Lady, one with Mav, and a couple other people. And shoot, it's a good time for sure. I'm trying to see what they can do. Just to think about your question, like staying power,
DLC.
DLC.
What else are you
just
gonna
like
do,
new
bro?
levels? I'm trying to think like what else could they
Characters,
do.
levels. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what else they could do, but I'm having a good time with it. Skins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what they did with this one
PvP,
to make
maybe.
it sort of different is the cards.
Right.
The card system kind of mixes some stuff up, but yeah, I don't know. That is a good question. I feel like I might get bored after a while of playing it, but so far I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
If it's anything, if it's just this, but I don't know.
Yeah, and the PvP was. What did you think of the PvP? Because I wasn't really.
I didn't even try the PvP. Maybe that was.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let Jordan. I'll let
Yeah.
Jordan and Kevin get into it. Because I know and Mike.
I didn't know there was a
don't-
PvP.
Yeah, there is. There's a
Ah.
PvP. It's like monsters versus or zombies versus whatever. But yeah, Jordan,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Tell
Go
us
ahead.
about it.
No,
Son. Tell
I
us
got
about
you. I got you. So, anyways, hold on. Excuse me.
it. Oh my God. 9 months later.
Back for Blood. So Back for Blood is a good time, man. Like I said, I was really impressed by how well it ran, how good it looks. I was not expecting nearly as many weapons as there are in this game. I think that's really neat. The character class, or I guess you'd say like character select with their own abilities, is pretty interesting. So that kind of helps to set it apart. But like Amari had said, like it's 100% a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, which is not a bad thing. I think it has a lot of staying power for people that like to do, just kind of mindless shooting and just progressing with through these levels with their buddies, because that's what we were doing last night with the other night with me, Pampa, Ains, and Joe. We just blasted through all 8 levels. So the staying power, I think, for that game will probably just come through with, obviously new maps, maybe new characters, and then like you guys had said, maybe skins or cosmetic things. The card system is kind of cool. It's very confusing at first, but you essentially have a random choice. You build a deck with a bunch of random buffs or perks in it, and at the start of each level, you get to select one of those perks from your hand. And you can stack perks like increase your stamina or your stamina regen, or something like where if you do critical damage, you'll get health regen. So I could see how that would help with overcoming the higher difficulties, because we played on survivor mode, and like I said, we kind of steamrolled the hell out of it. I like the whole, the director thing that Left 4 Dead kind of revolutionized, as far as like making all these encounters totally random with different special zombie spawns. So the Ridden are really cool looking. I won't lie. The Ogre was really impressive the first time you see him come out of the freaking ground. I want to see more of those kind of zombies. PvP is an interesting beast. It has a lot of evolves DNA in it, in that, you can play as, I think there's 6 different Ridden you can play as. You got these big giant tank guys. You got the small dudes that leap around and spit and immobilize.
Some of them were locked out too. We couldn't play with all of them.
Some of them were locked out. The PvP, though, it essentially, the objective is, when you're playing as the cleaners, is just to survive as long as possible. And it's a best out of 4, I believe. You start in these arenas that progressively shrink like a battle royale would. It was fun when we played it, but I definitely don't think that has staying power. It's gonna most of the people that play this game are gonna be drawn to the PvE, which is, again, it's fun. But again, perfect game to come to Game Pass. I don't know if any of you guys ever played World War Z. That came to Game Pass a little bit after its launch. Very fun game, but also not a lot of staying power in terms of, once you kind of finish, I think there was like 4 campaigns in that one, but you had a pretty deep progression system as far as weapons and character classes.
I really like the combat in that game.
Yeah, the combat felt good in that game too.
Good.
And I think that this has kind of takes it a little bit further. I mean, I tend to enjoy FPS more than third-person shooters, but yeah, there's a lot of in this game that I think sets itself apart. Weapon attachments and whatnot. But no, I enjoyed it. I think it being on Game Pass is a good thing, though. Saves me having to experience it for the full price. But yeah, I really hope it does well as far as player concurrency and player retention.
Yeah. Kevin, my son, what'd you think, bro?
So I enjoyed it. I was super psyched for it. Early beta started, I think, on the 5th, and the open beta for everybody is on the 12th. So feel free to download it then and play it and see what you think of it. I've seen mixed reviews, but I don't know what people were expecting, really. It's what I expected exactly. Remember, Left 4 Dead 2 came out in 2009. It's been a long fucking time. So that's both good and bad. Like, we've had a break from this exact type of game for quite a while. But that game also came out in a different, just in a different time and space. So I don't know how successful this is going to be, but I hope it sticks around as a game that you can jump into with some friends when, there's nothing else going on, when you guys are, tired of Halo, or you want to chill and do some, I know PvE instead of PvP. I like this kind of game. I was, like Mo said, it's a beautiful game. Like, I actually launched that shit, and I was stunned. I was like, "Oh shit, this is really good looking." So I didn't expect that. Lots of weapons. Game Pass, so that's nice. And I'm excited to see what comes of it and how they're gonna keep it relevant. We'll see. I may end up just picking it up regardless. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't think it's going to be on Game Pass forever, and I'm thinking the price is going to drop pretty quick, just like Left 4 Dead. But Left 4 Dead was played for years afterwards, and I don't know that it was ever like super popular, right? But it was just something solid to play. It had solid mechanics. It was fun, and it was kind of mindless. Very linear, very objective based. Play the beta August 12th. It'll be open for everybody, and it'll run a week from August 12th.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mike, what'd you think of it, man?
I did not enjoy it as much as you guys, I think. I thought it was just kind of every time I think about that game, 2 words, plain and simple. And there ain't nothing bad with that. I did like it, but I didn't very much enjoy it. I also think that we were playing it on a very easy mode, no friendly fire. I like that little bit more engaged, where it's just no, we need to be not just
Deliberate.
Yeah, because I know I was just running through. I would shoot like my buddies if they got in the way just to kill the zombies, because no friendly fire, But I do feel like maybe on those harder difficulties, that's where some of that little bit of mental power kicks in. I hope so, and I hope that changes the game enough to where it's like not so just much like, oh, look at these walls, look at this destruction, like look at these zombies, look at all the blood. Like I like all that shit. Like don't get me wrong, I love all that shit. But I just wanted it. I don't know, Like I guess I'm used to playing Warzone a little too much, and it was just too easy, just like running a whole clip like in one level of the screen and just like wiping out headshots, like what da 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 da. Like okay,
Man,
like
you guys
I
have
get
a way
it.
different experience because I died like
Oh shit,
crazy.
3-bit, really?
yeah.
Did you play solo 3-bit or?
It was just me and Lady, and then me and Mav. So
okay.
two. You guys had a full party of 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we played it on the
Actually-
easiest mode.
Yeah. Game Positive makes a good point here too, to kind of like piggyback off of what we were saying. He said the mod support carried Left 4 Dead to its long lifespan. Adding some kind of modding on consoles or a Forge-like mode would be what turns this from a fun Game Pass romp to a real gaming platform. That's a great point, dude. Definitely. Yeah.
Speaking of mods, someone can mod this game to actually include destructible produce, because otherwise, right now, the current state it's in.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was another thing I was going to mention too. Like
what the destructible
fucking
produce?
trash, fucking trash.
Yeah. How fucking dare they? Destructible
Golly.
produce. What's wrong with these people wasting their time on fucking blowing up fruit and veggies?
But yeah, for the most part, though, I'm happy it's coming on Game Pass because I will not purchase this outright because I know I won't play this game that much.
I can't believe somebody
But-
complained about
Prerogative,
that.
baby.
Yeah, no, man,
You
that's
know,
cool, dude.
That's right, Mike.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
By the way, Kevin, don't ever fucking say ever in your life about getting sick of Halo or some shit, please. Okay, I love you, bro. You're my brother, but like there's just some shit. It's like it's a red line.
I love you too.
Don't forget. Don't forget.
The audacity.
Yeah, just fucking audacity, bro.
I'm a grown ass man.
Don't
now.
forget, man.
I'm a
Ains
grown
is,
ass man.
Ains is in the. I'm grown.
I'm a grown ass man.
I'm grown.
I'll take you and Ains on. Let's go.
Ains is in the chat too, bro. I don't think he's gonna appreciate that very much. Game Positive again with another dime. How long before 343 adds a fruit shooting AR? How fucking amazing would it be if they actually did do that, right?
Yes.
I love that kind of self-awareness from developers
Yes.
when they just fuck around and they do that type of shit, man.
There
It's
needs
awesome.
to be a
Like the
Craig
Craig meme.
Easter
Yes.
Easter.
There's gonna
Easter
be
egg
one.
somewhere.
And I guarantee you they're going to include something in the final. They have to. Like, you can't. Craig was a phenomenon, bro. You have to include him in the final game. I mean, yeah.
Kevin,
Do they have like Craig shirts? Like some of the developers have like the Craig
Yeah. Yeah.
shirts when they were developing the game.
Actually, hey, Dan Dan
Maybe.
Rodriguez from Season Gaming, he's got one. He has a Craig shirt.
Oh, shoot.
It's that red, white, and blue one. Like remember the Obama shirts when they
Yeah.
came out? Yeah, dude. It's
Oh,
fucking
shit.
amazing, dude. It's awesome.
I forget. It's
Oh,
amazing.
shit.
That whole controversy was really just like, come on.
Which
So,
one? Dude, it's
whole
so
fruit- the
stupid.
whole fruit
It's
thing.
stupid. It's some guy trying to fucking get his 15 minutes, and he's even lucky that he was acknowledged. I can't believe the devs even acknowledged him about it, because they're like, because think about it, man. Think
Who's
about
acknowledging that kind of shit though?
Think about reading it from that perspective, right? Like, I mean, imagine like you're just reading it and you're like, what the fuck are you complaining about? Like, that's what you're really like. That's a complaint.
It's hard to complain about the actual game because the actual game is freaking solid. I'm just saying.
And that's
The
just a
fruit-
small
the fruit
slice.
is
Well,
just
because
part
when
of
you
the actual
actually
game,
play the
okay?
game, you're not
The
worried
fruit
about that
is
kind of
very
shit.
important. I'm fucking worried about the fruit, okay?
I feel you,
is,
Kev. You know what?
All right?
Kev.
He is.
Fix the fruit.
Yeah.
Influence me here. Influence
Yeah,
me.
I know. Yeah.
I don't give a shit about the fruit.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh, we
Faz-
didn't beep it.
Faz, this is for you. I'm sorry. Oh, man, that's awesome. All right.
Amazing.
Fix the damn fruit. Fix the fruit. Diego was the first one to mention it tonight, man. Fix the fucking fruit, man. I don't know. Yeah. Well, so fucking stupid. Anyway, okay. So, just to mention it, Psychonauts 2 is gold. This was announced the other day. I'm very excited about that. We've talked about it. Some of you schmucks have not played it, and that's very sad. And
Shame.
I hope everybody gets to play the first one so you can experience the second one. It is beautiful. It looks great. So, it's coming up soon. So, let's get ready for that. And I am going to buy that bitch. I can't wait for it. Okay. One of the final two topics. So Take-Two, I'm not going to go over their financials, even though, we already know Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold more units than God himself can put out, which is incredible. You know what's fucking weird too, man? Today I saw just really, it's on topic, but a little tangential. Idle Sloth. He put up a poll earlier today about what would you like from Take-Two, because apparently the whole point of this conversation is they're remastering 3 games, 3 remasters or 3 or remakes. So he put a poll out there. He's like, what would you guys want remastered, Max Payne or Grand Theft Auto, original Grand Theft Autos? And these fucking people selected Grand Theft Auto. I can't believe it. Like, I understand how popular it was. I was like, bro, like, are you not getting enough of it? You want the old ones remastered too?
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my god,
Max Payne
man.
3.
I know.
Like, give it.
I
like,
know.
I gotta have you on every fucking week, bro. It's like, man, it's just poetry. Look at him, man.
It's like
Culture.
Max Payne 3, and I really
Culture.
want another bully.
Yes.
Like, they've been trying to get another bully. I say it like all the time. Like, give me bully 2.
Yes.
But like Max Payne 3, I'm surprised that isn't backwards compatible.
I don't know why, man. I don't know why.
So weird.
All 3 of them too. That's the weird thing. All 3 of them.
I guess Remedy was the developer for that, right?
Remedy made the first 2. Rockstar
2.
Vancouver made the third one. Rockstar Vancouver really got the shit end of the stick for Max Payne 3, because these fucking Max Payne elitists, for some reason, they really just turned their nose on the fact that Rockstar Vancouver was doing it, and they didn't even want to give them a chance. It's kind of like, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of like with Devil May Cry. DMC Devil May Cry from Ninja Theory is probably my second favorite one after the original. I'm in the minority here, but I loved what they did. I loved their vision. I thought they did an amazing job with the visuals, and I think Max Payne 3 really got the same fucking type of treatment from the Max Payne fans, and I thought that was really shitty because to me, Max Payne 3 was the best one. Hands down.
The controversy behind Max Payne 3 because when I played it, I was just like, "Oh shoot, this is great."
Because it wasn't Remedy.
Yeah,
that was that was it. Because it wasn't Remedy. That was it. Honestly,
I thought it was Remedy because the physics in that game is freaking awesome.
That's exactly my point. They did an amazing job, and it wasn't Remedy. It doesn't have to be Remedy, So, anyway, that's honestly. I'll let you guys say, in terms of what you want. In terms of what you're expecting or hoping. Me personally, you nailed it on the head. I would love for Max Payne 3 to get remastered or remade, or even if the entire trilogy gets remade or remastered. I think that would be amazing. Because the first one, even the second, the first 2 really, I mean, if you go back and play them, they definitely show their age. And 3 still holds up to this day. Shooting mechanics, visuals, it's gorgeous, man. You pick up that game and you play it on Steam and you got a decent freaking running. I mean, it's a little older now, but still, if you got a rig that can play that game maxed out, it's gorgeous. It still holds up incredibly well. So Max Payne 3 for me, man. And I think you echoed my sentiments as well. Yeah. Jordan, what about you, man? What do you think?
Yeah, Max Payne 3 is also where I'm at on that. And then just to go back to the engine thing for a bit, the Max Payne 3 was the Rage engine from GTA. And whereas Max Payne, the first 2 Max Paynes was Remedy's whatever engine they have. I think it's called Max something. But anyways, yeah, Max Payne 3 is special, man. I think it also got pooped on because it wasn't entirely take place in New Jersey and Hell's Kitchen and all this really dark, gritty stuff. But they still pulled off that noir feel. Even though you're in Sao Paulo,
it even had it had replayability too.
It did.
The challenges and online.
It did. Yeah. The first time you played through that game, the whole seamless cutscenes and everything was just something friggin' so special. Yeah. So that's my hope, honestly. If we get the other 2 games, I don't know how that works. I don't know if Take-Two owns the Max Payne franchise.
They do.
They do. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
That would be cool. But yeah, Bully would be interesting. I can't really think of anything else under that publishing umbrella that I would really kind of be let me act that game. But ping pong.
Yeah. I mean, oh man, remember
that Pong game actually helped them. Their engines.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was a showcase for that.
Realistically, what else are people asking for, man? They're asking for Max Payne. They're asking for Bully. I mean, and then the third one, I guess you could say, what is it? I mean, honestly,
I know. I'm literally reaching to find anything else that I would really.
Max
Battleborn.
Payne. I mean, no. I mean, maybe Manhunt.
Yeah.
Maybe Manhunt.
Yeah, that could be a cult.
I don't know
Midnight
how
Club.
Midnight Club. When you got Forza and Gran Turismo.
No,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
not
it's
gonna
just Midnight Club. Yeah, that's done, bro.
Manhunt,
Carnival
baby.
games.
Which ones?
Carnival.
Carnival games.
Sure, Kevin. Sure.
Oh my gosh.
All right, all right.
That's the ring toss and
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Diego, man, this is honestly what we're all asking for. FPS boost, up res it. That's all. Honestly, we're asking for. I don't care. I don't care if
Yeah.
they remastered it or not.
They
Just-
have to be working on it, and if and it's this whole thing. If you are boosting a game and you're at Microsoft, the bad thing about their whole program is sometimes they can do it, but the developer doesn't want them to. It does happen.
You know what else too, man? Since we're on the topic itself, as much as I love the FPS boost option, or the fact that it's there, I don't like how sometimes it also comes at the expense of the resolution. For instance, like if you look at a game like Anthem. Yes, thank you. Even Anthem. Anthem ran in 4K 30 FPS on the Xbox One X. So you boosted it for the Series X, and because of the boost, you ended up bringing down the res to 1080p. You're telling me that game was like, you tell me the Series X. I mean, we all know that it definitely can. The tech is definitely there for it to run it, but that was a little bit disappointing. I mean, I get the whole boosting it in performance, but fuck, man, like, come on, from 4K to 1080, like,
yeah. I wonder if it's something with the fact that they're not really like. They don't have full access to that code, right? So they're not being able to leverage like DRS or
They're tricking the game.
Or TAA to kind of upsample and shit.
Yeah, I know. Other thing we didn't even discuss too, Mariano brings it up, first Red Dead. That could honestly be there too, man.
That's true.
That could be there too, dude. It's probably gonna
and that's
be
a
Grand
that's a
Theft
big
Auto.
game.
Probably gonna be like Vice City and
it's probably
Red Dead. The
It
first
better
one.
not be
done with
fucking Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft
Auto.
Auto.
It's gonna be.
Christ.
It's gonna
They're
be people
doubling down
Vice
on that.
City.
Like Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City. Yeah, maybe.
I certainly hope not. But
Vice City
what do you
was
think?
good, but
What do you think, Kev? You got anything?
Dude, no, we've discussed it all. Battleborn, that's my pick right there. They're gonna
Fucking
Battleborn. Battleborn's actually a fun game. It was just down arrival. Overwatch.
Bad timing.
Overwatch killed
That
it.
didn't.
Yeah.
And
That
it
didn't
came.
have
It
a
was
fucking
in
chance.
development first. I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
It was.
And it came out first, right? Or did not come out first? I know it was in development first.
No, I think
Yo,
almost
the
like right
darkness.
next week, I think.
I played the Battleborn beta when it came out, and I was like, hell yeah. And then people were like, no, what about that Overwatch game? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Battleborn, dog. And then Overwatch just overtook everything, and I was like, oh yeah, Overwatch.
Dude, you know what?
Overwatch dope, dude.
There are people who played Cliff Blazinski's last game, Lawbreakers. There are people. The people who played it will swear by it. They'll tell you it's an incredible game. It was just released at the wrong time.
Really?
Yeah, he did not release it on Xbox. He released it on PlayStation, and he said, like, just the market itself. I mean, the thing is, too, is like a game that popular is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing is, too, is like he just didn't capture the PC market either. Right? Like, I mean, and on top of that, it just came out after fuck do you call it? The game you guys just talking about. I can't.
Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch. So it's just bad timing, man.
Yeah,
bad
you had
timing.
Overwatch, you had Paladins. You had a bunch of games in that market.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I would love to see Max Payne. That would be my pick.
Yeah, that is my pick, man. I think I don't think anybody's gonna argue with that. Okay. Last thing we'll talk about is the so we talked about that firmware beta 2.0 for the PS5 last week. There's been some people who have tested it. I don't know if Bad Bit's still here, but he tested it himself. Digital Foundry ended up doing a test on the Samsung 980 Pro SSD. So they used the 500 gigabyte model, and then even though Sony's specs, their spec is 5,500 megabits per second. I think the one that the Digital Foundry used is 7,000, if I remember correctly. So they said like it's better to buy a drive that has like a higher a ceiling, I guess. And they pretty much tested it out, and it actually performed better than the internal SSD in the majority of their testing. loaded by a couple seconds faster. Obviously, the benchmark right now for this is Ratchet and Clank, and they said it did exactly the same as the internal SSD. So it's good to see that at least like we were talking last week. We said like Sony's messaging, when they said like just because a manufacturer makes a drive, we can't guarantee. I said like I did not like the fact that they said like we can't guarantee that it's gonna run the same, but so far the testing seems to be good. I know Badbit did his own testing and he said that it ran pretty flawless for him as well.
Nice.
And then Kevin, I know you had some shit to say about this as well.
Well, I did install it, and and aside from I don't have an SSD to put in there, but some of the UI fixes were nice too. They made messaging a little easier. They made knowing who the fuck was actually online a little easier. You still can't shut down the fucking PS5 the way I want to, but
that's sad.
The trophy list is actually viewable without having to scroll on for forever. And
vertical
the 3D
now,
sound,
Yes.
the 3D sound is available for TV speakers.
Okay.
I don't know if that goes into being available for surround sound setups. I don't have one on the TV that I have the PS5 on, but it does enable 3D sound through your TV, and it sounds pretty good. It just widens the audio. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing that you haven't experienced with Dolby Atmos but it also opens up a nice little feature on the Pulse 3D headset that opens up an EQ for it, which is pretty nice. So you can kind of boost up the sound. And I always thought the Pulse 3D was kind of low in terms of so you can actually boost up the sliders and get the max volume to be a little higher. It doesn't distort it from what I feel or hear, but that's nice. So just some quality of life shit that they put on there. I did watch a whole Digital Foundry video, and it was actually and a lot of people are capping like, oh hey, the SSD wasn't all that great. No, fuck that. First off, a lot of the games aren't even tapping into Cerny's fucking brainchild here yet. So I'm sure that the first party titles will take advantage of his crazy mad scientist architecture. But it is awesome to be able to play these games at the same speed, right? So I think that's the pro here is that, you can put in a drive and it's literally seamless and there's no, pitfalls to it right now. Although I did want to mention that they tested it with and without a heatsink. Yeah. And the one, for the most part, I'd say 97% of the tests, the one with the heatsink outperformed the one without by several seconds, right? Yeah. So there's heat there, man. And I wouldn't stick a drive in there without a heatsink. If you are going to buy one, just buy it with the heatsink.
Have you ever, Jordan, and I don't know if anyone in the... Have you guys ever, Kevin? Have you ever touched
me neither?
Yes,
the Xbox expansion card?
It's hot as fuck.
It's fucking hot, dude.
Yeah,
it's really hot.
Really?
So, yes, it's hot.
And that's with the heatsink built in.
That's with the heatsink built in. Yeah, man.
So man, if you're gonna put one in there, put a heatsink in there. If those drives are built to throttle, right? I mean, they're gonna throttle. That's why you see the performance hit. But heat is bad with electronics, right? So you are gonna wear down the life of that drive. Or buy a third-party heatsink. But I know that the two big drives right now that people can't get, well, three. There's an Aorus, right? There's the 980 Pro with the heatsink, and then there's the Western Digital SN 850 with a heatsink. So all those just fit. They range from like $250 on for a terabyte. Those prices will come down. The install is not that complicated. If you really need the space, just do it. Don't be a pussy. Just fucking do it, and get your screwdriver out. And make sure you rub your feet on the carpet a lot before you open it up. And
No, don't do that.
I'm kidding. Sit on a carpeted floor, right, and make sure you rub a balloon.
Dude, hey, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
That shit used to scare the hell out of me, man. When I used to build PCs, especially like when I was grabbing the, any of the fuck, man. I used to ground myself. I'm like, man, I used to read some horror stories. Like,
I know if you do not, I built PCs for a very long time. No, we did not use electronic ESD, wrist things, but just touch some metal before you start fucking around in there. You know, ground yourself on something metallic, and you should be fine. But yeah, no, man, it was nice to see that the performance was on par. We'll see, how this goes. I'd be interested once, in a year from now when we get, some other games besides Ratchet and Clank, if that performance, if we see the internal SSD become a little faster. I'll keep my eyes out. Good news for Sony. Beta's been running solid. I've had no issues, no crashes, nothing weird. So if you're invited, then do it.
And I think that's really the best takeaway from this, right? Is like at least like these tests and whatever that help to alleviate a lot of people's concern, I guess, if you want to call it, So that's good. And I think it's funny that there were even concerns about it, but that's because of the messaging. I mean, so that's really
the messaging did kind of suck.
Yeah, it's their fault. It's their fault because their messaging just sucks ass. I mean, so yeah, definitely. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to. I'll pop an SSD in there at some point, but when I need it.
Don't step in there without a heatsink, Mo.
Yeah, wrap it up.
I'm gonna buy. I'm just gonna get one that already has a fucking heatsink.
We all know what happens when you pop it in without a heatsink. You become Mike. You become Mike.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. So no, man. I was mentioning it last week too. I'm like, look, man, if you're gonna get one of these and you're gonna pay that much money, just suck it up and pay the extra $20 and get that fucking heatsink that already fits into the slot. Like, I mean,
You know what is funny, and just I heard 3-Bit said he's not going to test for Sony. That's an entirely valid concept, right? Like because to have a beta test, I get it. I guess it's just the whole messaging behind it. Like, did you guys not test these drives beforehand? What did you do? And they probably did, but they want to put it out there in the wild and see if any issues come up. But the whole, just all of it is just a little fucking weird. Can you imagine if Xbox came out and said, yo, we got the Seagate drive and we released a beta. If you're in the insider ring, feel free to buy it with your own money and pop it in there and see what happens. Like, dude, Xbox would have been roasted, right? And I'm not going to get into the console wars shit. I think this is great. I think we're going to see an official release, I'd say before holiday, and this will be past them. But I also think that they're going to look at all this, and on the next revision of the PS5, they're not going to do any of this. So, they're going to rethink this whole SSD bullshit. Or they're going to get a vendor. They're going to get a vendor to manufacture the drives for them or something, because this is kind of a fucking fiasco, man. It's not a good look.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, you're right. That's what we were saying last week too, because we said when they were first last year in September, they had like this interview with Jason Ronald, before the consoles came out, and they were asking him about the Xbox expansion card, and he just straight up said, he's like, well, this is going to perform exactly the same as the internal, so it's literally an expansion. You just pop it in and you go, and that's what we mentioned last week. Like, just the messaging was definitely just more confident, right? Like, they were just like, oh no, this works the same. Not like, oh, but well, hey, you, everything was just, it's good to go. That's what people want to see, especially with shit like this. So,
from what I've heard about it, they were pretty much just like, hey, beta test this for us. It may brick your console. We're also not responsible for that. Good luck. That's kind of how they were.
The wording sucked, man. The wording sucked.
Like, okay, I will wait. Let people beta test it. I'm not beta testing. Like, I'll beta test a game. I will beta test different things, but like memory expansion, that hardware type stuff, I'm a little.
I think the best beta test that I did was the new Xbox experience on the 360. because they sent me they sent me a copy of Halo Reach
Halo
before the
Reach.
game came out.
Yep, I remember that.
It was a few weeks before the game came out, dude. I felt so important. I was like, yes, this is awesome.
You get that blank, nondescript
It's just a
CD-ROM.
green disc, not
Like,
for
what the
resale.
fuck?
Yeah.
Quick question.
Oh my god.
Has PlayStation done betas like this before? Because I know I haven't owned one before, but like
I don't
this is a
remember,
first.
man.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool because I know Kevin's an insider on Xbox. I think it's neat having those little hardware update features I don't really access. But yes, to the extent for this hard drive thing, it's just kind of weird. But I'm glad they're doing it because it makes sense, like Kevin said, to see how this hard drive performs on a mass scale. So
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't really fuck up people's consoles though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be a fucking disaster, but so far so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Game Positive, thanks for popping in, man. Yeah, definitely. Awesome takes from 3-Bit. First time I've come across him. I'll be sure to check out your content. My man.
Okay.
Always appreciate
Thanks,
you, Game. Thank you for popping in, brother.
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah, man. So that's it.
That's it.
That's it, boys.
Yeah,
that's
that's all
it.
we got.
That's it, man. Somehow, some way, in this slow fucking week, we ended up talking nonstop for 2 hours.
Because we're amazing.
Yeah,
We're
bro.
amazing.
really
and
what it
we had a
comes
great,
down
to.
great guest today.
We had a great fucking guest, man.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Mario, man, thank you again, dude.
Yeah,
Thank you so
brother.
much for popping in post vacation. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, it felt like a party chat. It was
Yeah,
a
it
good
did,
time.
bro. Yes, it
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
did.
That's what we
That's
shoot
what we
for,
strive
honestly,
for,
man.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Look at Crystal. What did you say? Wait, where is it? She's like,
I
my
died.
coin
The coin
versus-
versus I heard like something with the PS5. Like some people said you had to leave if you screw in the whatever that thing is called, the little latch thing. They said to leave the latch off if you don't have a heatsink. Is that a thing?
If you don't have a heatsink,
Yeah. If you
Oh,
don't
you're
have a-
talking. He's talking about the metal
You know
plate.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
that
Yes,
goes
yeah,
over
yeah,
the.
I don't know,
Whatever
man.
that's
Dude,
I-
listen.
Yeah, rough
You
cast
should
show.
never put it in the fucking. That thing should not
Yeah.
be in there without a heatsink. Like it's just. I'm telling you, if you touch the back of the Xbox expansion card, it's fucking
It gets
hot.
hot. Yeah, it gets hot.
And if you pull it out, if you take it out of the console and if you touch that metal, it's fucking hot. Not to make it sound dramatic, but it is hot. It's
So
very
when you
hot.
pull it
That's
out,
what you
it's really hot. Huh?
God
Yeah,
damn.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it does its job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Series X be heating up my room sometimes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even try or recommend it. That's just fucking hearsay, and I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys for being with us. Always appreciate you all, man. It's always fun, always a great time with you. These Sundays are, again, man, always get sentimental at this time, but you guys are freaking great. I love these fun conversations, and you guys are amazing. So thank you for always being with us on Sundays. Oh yeah, we're fucking Brady bunching it, baby. And you have your blue background too, man. It just works so well. It's perfect.
Yep.
Amazing.
Oh shit. Mario, man, thank you again for joining us, dude. It was honestly a pleasure, and we hope to have you on again, bro. Seriously,
Yeah,
it was
definitely,
amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Let me
man. So
know.
where can everybody find you at?
Everyone can follow me on Twitter at the VGHD. My YouTube channel is the Video Games HD. I am on several different shows. I'm on the Xbox Ultimate every Friday with the Magnificent Seven, Lady, Mavs, Psychonauts, Lupa, and Cade, and I feel like I'm gonna forget somebody, but yes, the rest of that crew.
And you.
And Xbox Factor with Mr. Boomstick. I'm on that show every Tuesday. Pong Soul and the whole bunch. And yeah, then I just appear on podcasts like this sometimes and just chill with people. I'm having on my channel, I'm going to have a lot more game development videos and a lot more animation based stuff because that's what I do. And I think I should reflect what I do with more of my content. But yeah, thanks for having me, chat. You're awesome. And it's good to be on the show with you guys. You guys are awesome.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for
Thanks,
being with
man.
us. Hopefully we'll have you on again soon.
Yeah,
And
sure.
my sons, any last words from anybody?
I just wanted to say after this, I'm going to go get a bucket of extra crispy and a couple of grape sodas.
Couple of grape sodas.
Was that Major Pain?
No,
Bad Boys
that was
2.
from
Bad
Bad
Boys
Boys
2.
2.
Bad
We've been
Boys
seeing
2.
it 5 days, bro. That
Can't
fucking
stop,
scene is
can't stop.
hilarious.
Cannot stop.
Oh my god. That
No,
shit's
thanks for
hilarious.
coming out, guys. You all have a great week.
Yeah,
Love y'all.
definitely, man. Love you guys. Thank you. Hopefully, we'll see you
Yes.
guys again next Sunday. And you guys have a fantastic week. Take it easy. Bye bye.